All right, let's see who check in first. Who's checking in first? Who's checking in first? We're gonna have some fun. We got Brother Troy. He's gonna be on, and we have Brother Rico. He's gonna be on also. Uh, check in, check in, check in. Can y'all hear me all right? Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me through the mic. What do I have it on right? Let me see. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Dominican Rendezvous, what's going on? Carl, what's up, brother? I can't wait to see you, man. You and your fiance. Can't wait to see you, brother. Make sure you hit me up tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But Kia, you know who I'm talking about. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you so much for always being supporting the channel. And y'all give me the thumbs up. Quan 1993, always, brother. You are the second one to come on this time. You slipping, Quan. Quan, you usually like the first one to come on. You was the second or third to come on this time. Nah, brother, you good, man. You good. I appreciate your support. We're gonna have Troy on. Troy, yeah, everybody knows Troy. I've done 2 videos with Troy, and Brother Rico is going to be on also. And we're going to just talk about some fun stuff comparing the United States to the Dominican Republic, the positive and the negative. Y'all know I don't have no backup generator, so if I get cut off, y'all already know Rico and Troy, they're going to keep on talking. So, you know, if my electricity go off, it's going to come right back on. So just bear with me. So y'all give me the thumbs up. I hadn't got a thumbs up yet. Let's see. Let me go through everybody real quick. For Favara. Hey, Coach. Hope all is well. Where do you live at? I know I've seen you a couple times, but let me know where you live. I like to know where certain people live at. I know where Quan lives. I know where Kia lives. Carl, I know where Carl lives. But let me know where you live, what area you live in, and let me know if everything is good. Oh, Quan, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for giving me the thumbs up. Y'all can hear me pretty good. I just like to do like a mic check real quick. Buena Vista, what's going on? Hey, if you guys haven't subscribed to his channel, y'all subscribe to his channel. Let me pull it up. I got it in the back right here. Okay, where is it at? We're going to have a lot of fun today. For all your Dominican needs, you guys make sure if you're looking to rent a house, buy some land, make sure y'all subscribe to Dominican Rendezvous. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. Good brother, real down to earth. He not gonna sugarcoat it. He gonna give you the truth. He gonna tell you the positive and the negative about the Dominican Republic. He got you covered when it comes down to real estate in the Dominican Republic. So don't ask Rico. Rico don't know shit. Rico pretend like he know everything about real estate and everything, but Dominican Rendezvous, that's the one you need to reach out to right there. That's the person. Yeah. So anyway, we're about to bring Troy up, and then we're going to bring Brother Rico up in a little bit. Let me send a couple shout outs. Let me see. What's good? King Choice, what's going on, man? So thank you so much for coming on. Dominga's in the back. She is just watching TV, just chilling. So thank y'all so much for watching that last video. I got so many positive views and comments. Let's see. Oh, he's from the United Kingdom. Wow. I have so many people from across the world. I have a guy from, where is he from? I have one guy, he's from Vietnam, and I have another guy from Iran. So that's cool. That's cool. Just meeting people from all across the world. That's awesome. United Kingdom. That's awesome, brother. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel. Nev, on the daily, Hello, Coach. Jordan not on the live. No, he's not on the live today. He's not here. So I got some news about Jordan. I'm gonna tell you guys about it. Let's see who else we got. Ashley, what's going on? Hey, John, how you been? I've been kind of under the weather, but I am doing good. I haven't heard from him in a long time. Last week I had a rough week. My neck and my back was I was in a lot of pain or whatever. So let's bring Troy up and let's bring Rico up. Troy, I just saw you walk away. So okay, Troy, what's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Yeah.
Okay.
I just like to run through, and I'm gonna bring Rico up too, man. Rico, what's up, brother?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Where you at, man? You in Dubai? We can hear you.
Yeah, I'm in the backyard. That's why I'm in the backyard. I'm here in Rockville, Maryland. Troy know all about it.
Man,
right.
Troy, man, I'm so glad you on, man, because Rico.
I just got up.
Rico get on my nerves sometimes, so I need your help sometimes, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh man, no problem.
I keep his ass on his toes. That's what it is.
Man, first of all, man, yeah, he does. But I want to thank you for Soul and Domingo. Really, they want to tell you thank you so much for allowing us to stay at your house
Me?
Yeah, you, man. I appreciate it.
That's cool, man. That's no problem, man.
Yeah. So anyway, man, let me run through these people, and then we're gonna ask some questions. Ashley says, "Hey, John, how you been? How's everything?"
Coach, I gotta close the windows, man. I got my neighbor's dogs, man.
Oh, you good, man? That's all right.
That dog don't like black people.
No.
Yeah, so it's all good, man. Ashley, we doing good. I'm feeling better. I'm doing good. Let's see what we got. Chrissy Stewart, hey sweetheart, how you doing? I love your creative mind, John. I appreciate it. Creative mind, I appreciate it, sweetheart. Rico and people like you and Troy. Hey, what did I used to call Troy before I had his name down? What did I call him?
Tony. Yeah.
Troy, Rico said, "God damn it! Stop calling him Tony. God damn it!"
Hey, but let me say this though, John. Everybody in the chat, if you guys can make sure to hit the like, so we want everybody to hit the like. That helps us with the algorithm. And as you come into the room, make sure you hit the like. We love to spend our time with you, but every little bit helps. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And the channel is growing. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers. Rico, Troy, man, you guys are a big help. I couldn't do it without y'all and everybody on the channel. Thank y'all so much. Quan is like one of my first subscribers.
Somebody said,
no. You know who he look like? What is it? Eddie Levert.
That's right. Or you know who I was thinking of? I was thinking.
And look, I just got up. He was like, I got the text from him. I'm like, man, I'm rolling on. I said, I remember 6 o'clock. Rico said we doing it. And I was like, man, and John was just hitting me like, yo, you got to get on. I said, man, I ain't got time to put no clothes on and nothing. I said, man, all right, we going.
You're good, man. I'm so glad you came on. Everybody's been asking about you. And everybody was like, oh, that's that dude. When you stayed at Rico house and he was at Rico house, that's that dude. And I was like, yeah, that's the same dude. Yeah. So everybody love you. You're part of the family now, man. So you good. You're part of the Dominican Route family, man. Yeah.
All right, no problem.
You look like KC and JoJo and Javonte.
Look, John, just don't ask him to sing. Don't ask him to sing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, Rico and Troy. Carl said, "What's up, man?" So I'm gonna be meeting up with Carl next week, man. Him and his fiance. He getting married pretty soon. He's with a Dominican girl. He's from the United States, but he'll be coming down pretty soon.
Santo Domingo.
We got a couple guys that's donate. We got a couple guys that's coming to the orphanage next week, and they're gonna be donating some glasses and stuff like that. So shout out to everybody from the Dominican route that's helping out with the orphanage. Anyway, let me see. Let me run across a couple more people real quick, and then Mitchie says you should have reached 60,000 subscribers. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
We'll get there.
Yeah. You know, like Troy and Rico, like if I show like a whole bunch of ass and titties all the time,
we know
I can get 60 subscribers.
Yeah,
but I'm not. My channel is not about that. You know,
right.
And you know I'll mix it up. Now I do show a little ass and titties, but I show
John. Just don't show your ass.
Yeah.
I want to see yours. We don't want to see yours.
And we
if we see yours, the number's going down.
If I show yours, I'm gonna lose my whole YouTube channel.
Oh man.
But
Troy, you already know. Yeah, what you drink, Troy? You not drinking on nothing?
No, man. I literally was in the bed when you text me. Like you know how those naps hit you, man. It was only supposed to be for a couple hours. I took a nap at 12. I'm like, I woke up out of a whole nother dimension. So I ain't.
Saturday night. That's what it is. He resting off a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, I had some people come in town from the States, and we was out last night. So
having fun. I got you.
Crazy.
I don't, man. Your light. I know you black. I know you black as hell, Rico. But your lighting is horrible.
Oh, he looked like he in a women's protection.
I just got a turn. I was gonna ask y'all, was it that? Because
we can hear you real good, but you black as hell.
Hey. This there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. Leave me and my people alone. Alone. It's just when you sit outside, it's just like wherever.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And I
you look like Nikki Barnes testifying. I was like, I can't even see it.
You look like. Yeah, at first you look like you was in a Mississippi Burning movie or something.
Yeah. I'm hiding in the shadows and shit.
Right. Like it's a silhouette, like an after-school special. You trying to tell somebody some drugs and shit.
Troy, you're right, brother. That's it. He looked like one of those. You know how like when you go to the strip club and the girls be in the back.
The silhouette. Yeah, he just got the silhouette.
Yeah. Man, we're gonna have some fun today, man. But anyway, man, tell Troy, first of all, man, how is your 1 bedroom, 1 bath coming along, man?
Oh man, it's man, you know how most jobs it's gonna always cost you more money. So the part right now is kind of annoying because you know we start off with one price and we're almost double that now. So, but I added some stuff on, so I don't want to put it all on the contractor. But it was supposed to be done a week ago. That didn't happen. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. But like I added a terrace to like over top of the apartment. I told him to stretch out my bedroom terrace. So I don't see how that costs so much more or whatever, but we're putting a terrace up. So
that'd be nice though. So what is it?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: is that stretching your terrace, or is that
stretching my terrace? The terrace right there. So the terrace right here. I don't know.
You're making a terrace over top of the apartment, so now your terrace is like double.
Off my bedroom, yeah, it'd be like
that's cool though.
Like a crazy big space. So I'm gonna put like
umbrella, table.
Oh yeah, just like a nice something cozy.
Yeah.
You know.
That's shit. That's like I said, it sets you a little bit more, but hey, in the long run,
just do it while you. My thing. That's the same thing that happened with the pool. Just everything now instead of like coming back later. That's what happened with this. I was like, I don't want to have to come back later and be like, yo, I want to put a terrace up. Let's just do it now. So, you know, it just set me back a little bit. But you know, we adjust. You know, you make a couple moves. You know, you don't eat out as much. You know, Got the tuna. I got the tuna. I stocked up on the tuna.
Short-term pain for long-term gain. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, it's your castle, bro. It's your castle. You want that castle, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want anybody to think that I'm rich or I come from a lot of money, but I can grab some. I can get tuna and spaghetti. It's just me, so I don't have to worry about feeding anybody. I can do tuna.
Last weekend, Rico was telling he was down, trying to hurt my feelings.
Every chance I get.
Yeah, every chance he get, I was like, I was like, yeah.
I said, let me kick your ass one more time.
My electricity bill is way higher than yours because I got a big old house. He was like, I was like, damn, man, he tried,
Troy, Troy, he don't believe I cried to you about the same shit, right?
Right.
He don't believe I cried to you about the same shit beforehand.
Yeah, that's all.
Why the fuck is yours so little and mine so much?
Let me tell you, man.
I cried to him about the same shit. I said, I don't know what the fuck they doing to me.
I don't know how to. I mean, you know what?
Literally, I swear to God. So even before I said anything to you, I cried to Troy. I'm like, shit, I need you to come to my fucking house and sit and figure out what the fuck is going on because ain't nobody there. And my shit is double his and he there every day.
Right.
So I don't understand.
Listen,
we're on the same company, John. So it ain't even no discrepancy. We're on the same electric company. So I'm like, they just fucking me.
They are. I think the trick out here, and I don't want Sapem to get mad. You have to prepaid. So when you got prepaid electric, you can pretty much keep a hold of how much you're inputting and out because you're going and happen to pay. Right, it's right at the local store.
That's awesome. That's a great way to start the topic because we're comparing the United States to the Dominican Republic. So
and they just said it kicks and travel. Yeah, this is the same Rico on peso.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know why you asked, but
there's only one Rico.
Yeah, Troy know, right?
Yeah, you be on. Yeah, Rico. You famous, man. Everybody knows.
Rico's Rico's one of the most entertaining people in the travel business. A lot of people owe Rico money. He's keeping a lot of pages alive, man. Because I'll be listening. I'll be like, yo, what is going on? What did I find myself in?
But I don't tell no lies. That's one thing a motherfucker that I'll tell a secret, but I won't tell a lie.
That's the thing. I think there's like a real section of the travel community, and then there's a reality TV section of the travel community.
Right.
So, and it gives off different perceptions, but the danger of having somebody putting like false narratives out is that reality. 80% of reality is perception. Mm-hmm. So,
well, Troy, let me ask you this real quick, brother, because we're talking about the Dominican Republic. Of course, we're not going to badmouth, and none of us hate the United States, and none of us hate the Dominican.
No.
But tell me what you really love about the Dominican Republic, and what made you make that move here. And I'm sorry, and Troy lives in Punta Cana. Everybody has seen him on the channel a couple times, 2 or 3 times, but he lives in Punta Cana like Rico. But go ahead.
And how long you been living there, Troy? Just so they'll know. Going on how many?
I've been living here straight for 2 years now.
Okay, so his experience is he's not like me coming back and forth. He's been there 2 years straight. Speaks Spanish, living there, so he's got the full-on Dominican experience. So y'all can question me a little bit, but not him. No, I just want to say that because a lot of times that's what they want to try to do. They want to try to say, "Oh, you're not there every day." Blah blah.
Oh yeah.
You can be like, "Man, you can miss me with that bullshit." I'll wake up and go to sleep in the
I can. I'm gonna tell you. And I think the crazy thing is when somebody has an opinion on your experience, your experience. So I'm gonna give my experience, and Coach is gonna have his experience. You know what I mean? So it's nothing. It shouldn't be nothing wrong with that.
Re-say it again, Troy. Oh. You broke up a little bit in the beginning.
Oh, I said you're just speaking on your experience. That's all. You know what I mean? And like I'm gonna speak on my experience. So that's just we're all gonna have different experiences here. You know what I mean? So, but
let me ask you this while it's on my mind, since have you ever you're darker than me, but have you ever had any experiences like with like the Haitians or whatever, like police bothering
Oh, yeah,
you?
for sure.
Really?
I was coming back from Santo Domingo. I was on the bus, and at that the last toll, there was a big school bus, and immigration was out there heavy, and the bus had got pulled over. So I'm like, oh man, it's going to go down. So I'm looking around. I mean, they come on there, they're snatching Haitians.
You had your passport with you though. You had your passport.
No, I keep my passport in the safe. Listen, but I had my license on me.
Okay.
So this is a funny story, and I hope people can understand. This is kind of sum up a little bit of what goes on out here. So, the immigration officer he came on and was grabbing everybody, the one that was being real aggressive. He's about as dark as this right here.
Wow.
So it's not a color thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he was going harder because he was darker and he wanted to prove to the other ones that, hey, I'm not going to show no leniency. But man, he started grabbing on people. But people on there, they knew they were illegal. They weren't. Some of them weren't even tripping. They were just like, all right, you got me. But so while I'm on the bus to get back to me, he starts grabbing on me. So like, I'm not the flashiest dresser out here, but I like my clothes. So he's like, I said, ho, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm American. What are you doing? But like people always, if you ever been here, you know that Haitians are very intelligent. They speak so many different languages. It didn't matter that I was speaking English to him. He was like, because Haitians have.
We were talking about that last weekend. Me and Rico was talking about that last weekend. But go ahead. Yeah.
They'll have like perfect English. You'll be like, damn, you speak real good English. So, I mean, they'll have the slang down and everything. So that didn't really mean much that I was speaking English. But so they get me off the bus. I pull out my license. And no, actually, I pulled out my my military credentials. And the officer came over he read my military ID. His eyes got big as saucers. He was Can you guys hear me?
You went out. Repeat it.
Oh, okay. So I showed him
that military ID, but after that,
I showed him one of my military IDs, and his eyes got big as saucers, man, and he was like, "You need to get him back on the bus." So I got back on the bus, but I understand. I'm not. Hey, man, when you've been black in America and you've been pulled over as many times as I've been pulled over and harassed and felt up. But I always said, we really don't talk about the sexual harassment we get from some of these cops that might be on the other side. Because I almost got shot one time because a cop reached in the wrong spot, and I'm like, oh, whoa, what you doing? What you doing? We ain't doing that.
Brother, I understand what you're saying, because let me say this real quick.
Yeah.
I know you in the real estate, but I was in the real estate when I got out the Yankees organization, and I had bought a house and I was renting it out in Grand Prairie, Texas. And Troy, the police officer pulled me over. He said, I was in front of my rental property, right?
Right.
And I had a real nice car. I had a F-150, brand new F-150 with rims on it. It was beautiful. And he said, what you doing over here in this neighborhood at this house? It was a rough neighborhood, but I had a rental property there. And he said, I said, this is my rental property, and I'm just kind of checking it out and making sure that everything's good, because I'm getting ready to rent it out. He said, the police officer said, that's what most drug dealers say all the time. This was a white police officer. He said, I mean, he just said it just outright. And he was one of them redneck white police officers. And I was like, what?
I lived in Georgia for 4 years, so
dog, I was like, I was like, this is my property. I got the paperwork on it and everything.
Yeah,
Said, that's what most drug dealers say. They in the real estate.
But you know what?
I was like, man, whatever, man. I said, you gonna give me a ticket or not? What's going on? Said, no. Have a nice day.
What I've experienced here has been light. You know what I mean? Because, but I'm not constantly using public transportation. You know, I mean, are you asking me, am I getting harassed? No. I would just say that I had that one incident, maybe a couple incidents. Once they realize who I am, it's not a problem.
Right. So you would say that, like you said, by not using public transportation, then that means your daily interaction with them is far less.
Very less.
Than if you were right. Because like I said, I never use since I've been there. So I'm hardly ever around them because, like you said, I'm not using public transportation.
Oh yeah. And
point A to point B.
Yeah.
But if I'm on the buses and stuff like that, or walking or the motor concho, public transportation makes you more exposed to the interactions with immigration, the police, and so forth. Right. You just don't, So I get it, and I think that just I think it was a mixed bag because it goes back to, like we said, what they said with the U.S. putting the travel alert for African Americans, and I told you, I think it's a real thing. I don't think it's necessarily as bad as what they make it, but I don't think it's a nothing either, because at the end of the day, it has to be American citizens reporting it to the State Department. So they're not just going to look it up for no reason. So they're getting reports, and they remember they got a whole office in Santo Domingo. So people are reporting what they're So even if a bunch of people say what Troy said, I mean, depending on how many times people are saying it, they're like, hey,
it happens. I have, like I said, I had my run-in. I didn't appreciate it. I think it was wrong. He should. It could have been handled because don't just come put your hands on me. You know what I mean? And I had to, and I hate, I felt like a Karen when I got off the bus, because I was like, I'm not just anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But
I'm not just anybody. I'm not the type of person you just snatch up off the bus and put your hands on, do what you want to do. Like,
and I can say that's the thing too. You can understand. It's like, see, the issue wasn't about protecting Haitians. It's about protecting African Americans.
So let me ask you this, Rico. Rico, this is a question to you.
Okay.
What thing? Not talking about America, but we're talking about the Dominican Republic now. What is the thing that you say, like, that kind of irks you in the Dominican Republic?
It's gotta be
really, to be honest with you, really not nothing, because with the exception of, which I didn't know about the driving. I didn't know, but I quickly but I quickly got used to that. But pretty much everything else, here's my concept. Nothing about the DR irks me or bothers me. Mm-hmm. I don't love everything about it. I don't come with unrealistic expectations of anywhere. So that's why it doesn't irk me. It's like there was a sole concern for me wanting to go to DR. Fucking cost. And as long as it's meeting my cheap cost of living, fuck everything else, whether I'm irked or not.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask both of y'all this. Would you move to the Dominican Republic if they allow people to have AK-47s and pistols and guns and all of that?
If it's still cheap, yes. But if it costs more, no. Because I'm saying the gun issue. I hate the gun issue.
Hell no.
Now these people off the chain in the DR now.
I wouldn't live. I would have to be like Cap Cana. Like you had to put me in a bubble.
Right.
If everybody gets AKs, put me in Cap Cana, Punta Cana.
So Troy, if everything was still affordable like it is, but they had the gun laws like the United States, you would still move here, Troy?
Yeah, because it's the same in the States, so it's still.
What I'm trying to tell you.
It's still gonna be better than the States.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the same. It's not worse. It's the same.
It ain't the weapon. It ain't the guns. It ain't the guns that's killing people. It's the people.
Y'all didn't leave the U.S. because of guns.
No.
We left because of the fucking cost. We didn't leave. Everybody want to make it about everything else. I'm like, no, motherfucker, we cheap. We want to go somewhere where it's cheaper to live. Thank you.
Yeah, that's me.
I didn't leave because of guns. I didn't leave because of religion. I didn't leave for none of that. It's like it's expensive as a motherfucker here.
I left because I was like, yo, I'm ready to retire now. I don't want to work.
Yeah. I'll tell you this: the stressors of living in the West, especially America. I don't even consider myself a wildly ambitious man, but man, I'm so like Troy said, I'm so motherfucking tired of working the way we have to. In America, you work from birth to death. Because you have to just, and that's not to get ahead or to get rich. They sell you this bullshit that, oh, you're going to get rich. No, fuck getting rich. Just to survive.
Yeah.
Just to have a basic level of decent living, you have got to work you like a fucking dog. That's America. Right. That's America, Canada, England, all the Western world. And it is exhausting. But it's the only thing I know. So when I wanted to get out, it's like I want to go somewhere I don't have to work like that anymore.
Well, like Roberto said, do you still believe it would be safer in than the United States?
If they had the guns?
If they had the guns and everything.
I don't think it could be no worse. I don't think it could be no worse.
What say, Troy?
I mean, if you, I don't. You still have to purchase the guns, right?
Yeah.
So like, people want to have.
You know how many illegal guns are sold in the United States?
Yeah, but there you can get a weapon out here. It would be more dangerous for the police. Than for the civilians. I mean, like, it would be more dangerous for the police, I think. Not for just regular. Because they're already if you look in this city, they're already pulling up on the motos with the straps, like So
that's the one thing we got to be clear of. We can't. I know that DR has much better gun laws than America. We know that.
Right.
Yeah. But
hold on, Kai. It said Key had a Troy's good and grown.
Yes, how old are you? Troy? How old are you?
I'm legal.
Yeah. He is one of our main people on the channel all the time. He's one of our big supporters.
What I wanted to say about the gun thing was, I don't work with the police this hour, but from my knowledge, from my ear to the ground, it's a lot more fucking guns in the DR than people think and believe.
Oh, it's straps out here.
A lot more.
Oh yeah. I had a guy last week. He walked down the street. He said, "Americana." I said, "Yeah, Americana." So you want? He showed me his pistol. He said, "You want to buy $300? $300? $300?" I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good. I don't need to buy a pistol."
But what I'm saying is, so I would say this: while they don't have as many guns, I mean, we got more guns than we got fucking people. That's ridiculous.
But they don't have AK-47s and machine guns over here.
Well, I ain't gonna say
a little bit, but not much.
All we're gonna say is this: we don't know. Me and you don't know because we ain't out there with the gangsters. It's gangsters.
No, but I have asked people in San Cristobal, and I've asked some people that live here, and they said it's very hard to get a machine gun, but you can get a pistol real easy here.
Right. I get that. But what I'm sitting there saying is this: irregardless, a pistol kill your ass just as fast as a fucking AK-47.
Oh,
that really much matter. But the reality is, I think that while they don't have the number of guns that they have in the U.S., they still got enough that the gun death rate could be much higher, and it's not. I think obviously the fear is if you kill somebody here with a gun and you don't, your ass might be looking at life.
Oh, you're in some serious trouble if you kill somebody. Now you can get a permit in the Dominican Republic. I found out
about $10,000.
Yeah, you can get a permit to carry a gun in the Dominican Republic.
How much? I hear it's really expensive.
About $10,000.
To have a strap?
They say it's very expensive to get a gun.
Yeah, but you gotta take the course and you gotta go to class and all that
kinds of shit.
I'm gonna just go ahead and hire 10,000. You can hire security.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. But I'm saying that. But see, that's why I said the math. It doesn't make sense because it's like the cost for you. And then the thing is, having a gun doesn't make you safer. It makes you actually less safer.
I wouldn't want to have. I would. I mean, I would want to have something in the house, like a shotgun.
Yeah, that's it.
Like I got I got some stuff that I'm legally allowed to have in here, but I would love to have a shotgun in here.
Right. Yeah, I would love to have one.
Walking around with a pistol.
I have a baseball bat here for my protection, and I have my security cameras. But
I'm not willing to pay the cost to be a gun owner, and it just costs. So it's like $5,000-$10,000. So I'm like, fuck it.
Damn. I know that much.
Yeah,
I mean,
abortion is illegal in the Dominican Republic. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of
what? I always say, like, if I was to move out to like the Campo, I definitely would want to have a strap. But to me, if it comes down to like if I lived in the Campo, I'm probably gonna have a weapon. And if somebody was to break in the house and try to do something to me, I'm gonna do something to them. And then I'm just gonna get on the plane and go home and we can fight it out from back home. But I'm not gonna lay somebody down here and then go into the system. That's not gonna happen.
No.
I'll probably go to the consulate. If anything, I will go immediately to the consulate and the embassy. Right. Pack me a nice bag because I know I'm gonna be staying there for a while. I hope they wouldn't turn me over. But I would not kill somebody here with a weapon and wait for the police.
But don't you think that also requires a level of responsibility?
Yeah.
Telling people about moving to the Campo as well.
Right, because
a lot of people
it's not sweet.
Right.
Yeah, it's not sweet.
I would if I had to kill somebody here, I would in my house or whatever, but I would call the police and tell them exactly what happened, and then I would do like Troy did, and I would call the what's that?
Immediately.
Right.
Hey John, I would immediately go to the embassy, and then we can call the police.
So what are we saying then? We're saying basically the same thing.
Okay, hold on, Rico. But what they will call the embassy for you because, like, the police will because when I got
lock your ass up.
No, man, I'm telling you, when Brenda took my stuff and I let them know, they called the embassy and they let the embassy know that my stuff was taken and it was illegally taken, and the embassy was like, okay, keep us posted, give us. I gave them the police report and all of that stuff, and the embassy was like, keep me posted.
But John, you hadn't committed a crime.
No, but my point is that the Dominican police and the detectives reached out to the embassy without me even calling.
But the point me and Troy are making is that if you commit a crime and they get to your ass first, they still won't call the embassy.
Yeah.
But when they call the embassy, your ass is gonna be in their jail. That's what he don't.
Rico, you talking nonsense right now.
Troy just said it. Troy just said if he has to kill somebody.
But Troy is talking nonsense too. Troy is talking crazy. Let me tell you why. Because
go ahead.
Your black ass ain't finna get up. White, black ass, it don't matter what color you are. You not finna get up and get out and head to the embassy. Y'all talking retarded. Y'all talking crazy. Y'all gonna stay right here. The police gonna stay right here. What you gonna get? You gonna do an O.J. Simpson and get into a high speed chase?
Yes. Yes. Have you seen the jails here?
Yeah, but they gonna treat you okay. Y'all,
bullshit.
I'm telling you,
bullshit.
Dominican. No,
bullshit.
No, you crazy.
John,
yo, and you telling me if I shoot a Dominican, they're gonna treat me?
John, this is what I'm saying.
Dominicans will treat Americans. They not gonna treat Americans bad.
John, that's what I'm telling you. Dominican, Filipino, Japanese, whatever. I don't give a fuck what country you're in. Plenty of those countries have Americans incarcerated and locked up today for committing fucking crimes in their jails.
You said committing a crime, Rico.
What the fuck is murder?
I'm not
Jesus Christ.
Rico, if somebody walk in my house and if somebody walk in your house and somebody walk in your house and you defending yourself, I'm not talking about being on drugs. Listen, hold on. I'm not talking about snorting. Listen. Go ahead.
You do it for me, Troy. I can't do it.
No, Rico. I'm not talking. Troy, you're breaking up real quick, but let me say this. I'm not talking about.
I got a weapon. If I got a legal weapon.
Hold on 1 second. I'm not talking about you going out there to the club and killing somebody.
We ain't talking about that either.
Or snorting cocaine and being on drugs and drinking beer and then killing somebody. I'm talking about defending yourself and you kill somebody. They will call the embassy and they not gonna put you in no regular jail. They ain't gonna do that.
Whatever kind of jail is there?
They gonna put you in a little cell by yourself and then they're gonna call the U.S. embassy. That's if they know you ain't do nothing crazy.
You believe that?
So
I'm speaking like if I don't have a license, the weapon I have that it might be an illegal gun. I know I'm gonna get in trouble for that. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the embassy. You know what I mean? I know I'm gonna get in trouble.
How your ass gonna get to the embassy and you 3 hours from the damn embassy?
I'm out. I'm gonna get on the highway.
They gonna say a black dude is on his way to the embassy. And they gonna pull your ass over.
They're not gonna know he's in there dead and stinking. I'm not gonna report it. I'm going to the embassy. I'm going to the embassy.
Okay.
Guys, getting to the embassy is like being in America. So
hey guys, I'm telling you perfect example. You want to know the perfect example, John?
All right, go ahead.
Her name is Amanda Knox. Look it up. Google it.
Oh, the chick out in Italy, right?
White girl in Italy.
Italy, yeah.
And her fucking roommate ended up dead. She sat in Italian jail for 3 or 4 fucking years. Don't tell me they don't lock us up.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say they don't lock you up.
John. She wasn't snorting coke.
What happened?
Let me finish. She wasn't snorting coke. She wasn't at a club. Somebody came into her with her and her roommates. It's 3, 4 of them. The girl or the guy ended up dead. They put the body on her ass. They put it on her because still, if somebody's dead, that's a crime. And until they get to the bottom of it, we ain't letting your ass go until we figure it out. That's what Troy and I am saying is that. Listen.
Y'all both crazy.
We're saying we don't want to put ourselves in the hands of their justice system because we don't even trust ours. That's why y'all ass are be in trouble. Let me tell you what
that's why we live in gated communities.
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go, Troy. Acting like Rico. Yeah, I don't have a whole bunch of money. But there y'all go talking about y'all.
Hey, Troy, tell him, John. We don't worry.
I would love to live in the Campo, man. I would.
We're gonna get you some cigarettes and put some money on your books when they got your ass.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. We see it all the time in the United States where people they commit a crime and they haul ass. You see it all the time, Rico. And guess what? They get in trouble for it. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not running. I'm not driving. I'm not driving to the damn U.S. embassy. I'm not doing none of that. And I believe I'm not doing that, man, because you know what? I was defending myself, and I already got it. You already looking guilty. You asked Troy jump in the damn car and drive 3 hours to the damn Santo Domingo. He rolling out. And then your ass.
OJ, I'm with you, OJ. What was OJ boy name that was driving it?
Al Collins.
I'll be Al. Fuck this shit.
Y'all throw.
Rico, get me to the embassy. Rico, get me to the.
I'm sitting my black. Shout stupid. I'm sitting my black ass. I guarantee you.
You're driving the white envoy.
I guarantee you. My black ass is sitting right next to the dead body, and we gonna figure this out.
Listen,
that's what I'm doing. And me, that's what I'm doing. I'm sitting right next to the dead body. I ain't going nowhere.
Nah.
Dominicans sit next to the dead body. Why the fuck am I gonna do it? They kill a motherfucker. But Troy, this is the thing get me. Dominicans kill a motherfucker and run, but I'm not supposed to run. They do it and run.
Where you running to? Where you running to?
To the embassy.
Okay, let me say this. The girl. Well, hold up. The girl that just got killed in Mexico. They stumped on her and they broke her neck and all that stuff. And guess what? Mexico came and got all of them.
No, they didn't. I think they're still in the States, ain't
no, they brought them back to Mexico and they get ready to convict them.
You sure?
Look it up.
I have to look that up. You talking about the Shanquila? I forgot her last name.
Are you talking about the people that went down to Mexico?
We ain't talking about the ones that got kidnapped. We talking about the ones that was at the resort.
I'm talking about the girl. The one girl that they killed.
Something.
That was terrible.
I don't know her last name.
My point is. All
right, let's get back to the topic because don't worry, we leave your ass in jail. Me and Troy be at the embassy. Leave your ass.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. Yeah.
Look what Haitian government says. When someone kicks in your door, a baseball bat or a machete is useless.
Facts.
Well, you ain't got to worry about sitting there. You be laid there like this.
I would listen. I would love to live in the Campo, man. Like I know what I can do as far as like building a house out there, the money and the freedom that you'd have living out there, but security. This is what I always tell. This is what we learned in the military. Safety first, man. Mm-hmm. So above everything else that's going on,
safety.
Whether it's the economy, whether it's the weather, it's safety first.
Security
safety first, man.
It just is.
And I'm not scary. Like I'm with the ish, but I'm not in America, so I can't really be with the ish here. Right. I'm a visitor. I'm a visitor. So
and my number one thing for me is, to be honest with you, is because it's more than just me. If it was just me, I wouldn't give two shits. But because it's me and my wife, I always have to put her security above my own. If it was me,
that's your job.
I'd probably be in the Campo. Fuck it.
Yeah, damn right.
Now you're right. Look what Black Crypto says. At the end of the day, the locals stick together. You believe that? You believe that, Troy?
Absolutely.
At the end of the day, the locals stick together. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. As they should.
They're gonna put it on you if you ain't had nothing to do with it, John.
As
you know, they ain't go around put it on his ass.
I'm not mad at them for doing that. I'm mad at them.
I'm still not running though.
Hey man, you're remember Richard Pryor on the Mac when the cops pulled the guns on and told him to run? He said, I ain't running nowhere. I ain't no track star. That's you. That's you.
My running days are over with, man. My running days are over.
And John, you got a bad back, man. You ain't trying to jump. See, I'm gonna jump out the balcony into the car, put it in reverse. I'm gonna revert all the way down the street backwards. I'm out. When I get to the embassy.
Well, Rico 50 pounds overweight, so he ain't jumping nowhere. He can't run.
Then I'll roll over that motherfucker. Okay, but I'm gonna get up over it.
Hey, listen.
You'd be surprised.
I'm not trying to be funny, but the embassy may be 2.5 hours away, but the airport is only 15 minutes away.
Right.
I'm getting up out of here. I'm getting up.
I'm 15 minutes from the embassy. I'm 15 minutes from the embassy.
I'm getting out of here.
Let them have to extradite me, because then I will come with protection. But yeah, you're right. I'm glad somebody did say Brittany Griner, same thing, over a fucking vape pen. And she spent almost a year locked up in Russia.
Almost lost her mind in there.
Vape pen. Almost a year.
Yeah, I know she was about to lose her mind in there, man.
Right. But in Russia, over a fucking vape pen, John. Don't tell me they won't do it. They gonna do it.
Yeah.
And they had her big tall ass in a regular prison, bent over in that fucking cell, all six whatever. You know, they don't care.
All right, we're gonna pause for a second. Okay. All right, guys, I got some good news. I got some good news and I got some bad news. What y'all? Which one y'all want to hear
first?
Me
the good, get Troy the bad.
All right,
let's go with the bad.
Troy, you want the good news or the bad news first?
Bad news. Get the bad out the way.
Let me see what one is. Let me see what some of my the next person that tells me good news or bad news. That's the one I'm gonna do. Y'all want the good news or bad news first?
Yep,
let's see.
Haitian. He said bad news first.
Haitian good. Okay, bad news. All right. This YouTube shit is crazy. I thought when I was doing those shorts so I have not been, my channel is still up, but I'm not receiving any money or funds anymore. And like, I know people usually like, do y'all see, I can't see it, Troy, Rico, do you see like a donate button, like a super chat button on my thing?
I see the Cash App, donate, Dominican
Republic. No. I ain't talking about that.
Oh,
shit.
No. I don't see the Cash App, the super chat. The super chat, nah, that's when you demonetize. You don't get the super chat.
All right, so
the super chat donates not there.
They suspended me for 30 days because they said, and I heard that YouTube has really been getting strict. But I was doing like the commercials, like, you know, I was like showing like Eddie Murphy and all the little skits and, you know, little stuff from videos and movies, and I was like copying and pasting and showing other people's stuff. I thought that was legal. I thought that was okay, but they have suspended me from getting paid from Super Chat or all of that for 30 days. So like, I'm just done with YouTube. I'm not gonna post nobody else shit. I'm not gonna show no shorts. I'm not gonna do none of that because in 30 days they said I can appeal it and then they'll give me, and I'll be able to get residuals and I'll get paid again and I'll make my little $200 or $300 or $400 or what I make every single month. So that's why y'all don't see it. So I'm not getting paid from all the videos I post. Y'all my Dominican Rob family. I'm gonna keep posting videos, but I just wanted to tell y'all that I'm not getting paid for the next 30 days because they said I was, what do they call it? Taking like copyright. Yeah. That shit, it's crazy.
Those in your clips.
So I'm not doing that no more with the shorts. I'm not doing none of that no more because it's so confusing. I wasn't trying to steal nobody's shit, but I've been, so for 30 days I've been, you know, so anyway, it's all good. I still have all my rights. I can post videos and all that stuff, but I'm not getting paid for 30 days. And then I'm going to appeal it and I'm going to tell them I'm not going to do it no more and all of that stuff. And then I'll be getting paid again. So if you guys want to donate something, y'all send it to my PayPal or my Cash App is up there. If not, it's okay. But I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. I had to take down about 12 videos because they were, it said it was copyright infringement. So I'm learning with this new YouTube stuff. And anyway, that's all I wanted to tell you. That's the bad news. So it really ain't that bad though. But go ahead, Troy. You was about to say something.
Oh no, I was like, damn, man, that's kind of rough, bro.
But YouTube, they said they've been getting strict with YouTube lately.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, you know, the shorts. I know YouTube is moving looks like it's moving more towards the shorts and the short material. And
that's what I've been posting. I was posting the YouTube funny videos and shorts and stuff, and that's what I got in trouble for, you know. So,
well, what you should do, because like somebody asked me earlier, when I be over there with Peso, because he's been demonetized forever. But what he does to help him is he'll set like a donation goal per show. So he might be like, okay,
demonetized. What does that mean? Like
he demonetized because like basically people just cry about us over there dragging Passport Brothers to death, you know. So they've done everything they can. So like none of his, I mean, he gets thousands of views, but still it's all demonetized. He can't make no money off of it. That's why you see him like, okay, today's show, I'm setting a goal of donating $75 and just ask people to Cash App to help with, like he's doing helping to do phones for the people in, because he's in Africa. So right now it's not South Africa. He was in Uganda and stuff like that. But that's what channels do to combat, because you can't make any monetization off of YouTube. You come to YouTube to monetize, to be able to have money to do either for your life or for whatever your project or your community thing is. But then YouTube will have you doing all this work. You'll be getting all these views, and they ain't gonna pay you shit. Right. So they might even be still advertising on your replay, but you don't get anything for it. So as a content creator, you got to decide, okay, am I gonna bend the knee and deal with YouTube's bullshit, or am I gonna stay authentic and do what I want? But then you got to find another way to still try to raise some kind of money.
Hey, so, listen, me. No, I don't even want us to get off topic. This is an inside joke.
We're gonna get back on topic, but I just wanted to say, like, I've been demonetized. It's crazy. But go ahead.
This is an inside joke for Rico. We're gonna have John start doing some consultations.
$400. $400 consultation, like all them, like them other people.
You know what? You know what? I have a I'm not. I'm kind of like retired, but I'm a licensed social worker. I do consultation. My email is actually consultation, so I have a consultation business. So when I see people out here doing consultation, I'm like, what's your credentials? Like, how you just going to say, yo, I'm gonna do a consultation? Like, what's your theoretical framework? How are you, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just an inside joke. But
that was awesome, because because Rico said if you start charging $200-$300 for consultation, I'm not coming back on your goddamn channel no more.
I told him, I'm like, that shit is robbery. It's robbery.
Listen, all you gotta do is hit Google, man. And now, now you know what? Now they got
call me out. I mean, we got the AI. They got right now. People ask questions right now, and
free consultation.
My thing is always been like, okay, I ain't mad at you if you say, hey, somebody want to take my time an hour or two, and I'm gonna charge them $50, maybe $75. I'm like, that's fair. I ain't charging you nothing because this shit is free.
It's free. Knowledge should be free.
But when dudes are out here, I'm like, y'all out here charging young men, 20, 25 years of age, $400 and $500, and all you telling them is how to go and pay for hookers. That's fucking crazy.
Let's not get off. Let's save that for later. We're talking about the good, the bad, and ugly.
He'll say I want some good news now.
Go ahead.
All right.
And no, tell her. You want good news, you got to pay for consultation.
Can't at me $400 and then I'm gonna consultate you.
And we give you the good news. You see how crazy. You see how crazy that sounds, right?
Now when we was on the telephone, Rico was telling me some people's names. He said they ain't gonna say their names, but he's like, that pissed me off. Troy, they was saying that.
I know we had a conversation. We had the conversation.
Yeah, these motherfuckers pissed me off. They charge $300-$400 for some free advice.
My thing is like, if you don't even speak the language,
that's why. Like, I get people call me all the time on WhatsApp, and I give them free consultations. I'm like, nah, they ain't finna stay on the phone with me for 1 or 2 or 3 hours. But like, if they got a couple questions for me, I'm gonna text them back and I'm gonna tell them like, hey, yeah, this is not a good area. Make sure, blah blah blah. Yeah, I give free consultations all the time, but I see these people be charging $200-$300 for consultations. I'm like, wow, man, y'all.
At best, it's like buy me a drink when you're in town. When you're in town, buy me a drink. That's it.
Right. Yeah, that's why I tell them like one. I'm meeting next week, and they don't have to buy me no shot. I'm like, hey, y'all buy me a shot. I'll give y'all a consultation. I really don't want a damn shot. No. You don't have to buy me a shot.
I'm gonna give everybody some good news and some good advice.
Go ahead.
All my professional life has been in public service. I've done social work. I've counseled kids. I work with veterans. I think, and I don't just think. I know the reason why I'm at where I'm at in my life is because I've done a lot of free, just giving information, helping people from the bottom of my heart, and not expecting anything in return. You know what I'm saying? Not expecting somebody to give me anything for my time. It's gonna come around. It's the law of the universe. Man, what you put out there is gonna come back to you. I guarantee you. I was a social worker. How many social workers do you know that are like retired and not working anymore? Like, social work is a thankful business. It's a thankful profession. Thankless. I'm sorry, it's a thankless profession. You know, I mean, everybody just sees us as people that come get your kids when you're not doing right. But it's so much that goes into social work, and it's professional help, and it's not the person that grabs the microphone and leads the rallies and all that. Now, these are the people that go into your house, make sure you got food, make sure your lights are on, stuff like that. So what you put out is what you're going to get back. And I think that God, the universe, Allah, whoever, they have said, okay, you put a lot of work in, now you can take a break. You know what I'm saying? So
man, that's why I love brothers. Like, I give Rico a hard time, but man, that's why I hang around with people like y'all, because, you know, even with some of my friends in high school and college, the energy they gave off, man, they were my friends, but it was just always trouble, and bad energy, and like, man, let's go slap this white dude in the face. I'm like, for what? That white dude, he never did nothing to me, man. Like, what are you talking about?
You know, we're an hour in. Let's beat up on America a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Okay, but let me give you the good news. Okay, good news.
Oh yeah, give the good news.
Okay, good news. All right. So
and let me say this. So to help John, guys, I'm gonna send him a Cash App now. The first Cash App. Anybody with whatever you can generously from your heart, Cash App the brother, because like I said, I know what it is. I always end up on spaces that get demonetized. I'm starting to think it's fucking me. Right?
No, that's not true.
When I show up, they get demonetized. No, seriously, but no.
I appreciate it, but
what it is that this is a sign. Demonetization needs to be almost a badge of honor. It's because you're not willing to put your values and your morals down for coin. So, you know, this is my way to sit there and help you keep up with the positive message and say, hey, look, I'm not going to say you a bunch of BS just to make money. I want good information, and that's why I'm here. So anybody and everybody that can help, we'd appreciate it. And, you know, it's for them babies in the orphanage. In Boca Chica.
Yeah, we you know, I still have that money set on the side for the orphanage. We're gonna get the stove, and Rico is getting some shoes for the kids and all of that stuff. And y'all are just awesome. But yeah, I mean, I'm not struggling or hurting for money. But if you guys want to donate, that's fine. But that
$5, $10, whatever, it's great. We take it all.
I just wanted to tell y'all that. That's why y'all don't see the super chat up and all of that stuff up, because I have been demonetized for 30 days, and then I can. But anyway, so the good news. Here's the good news.
They're twerking. You're gonna twerk the next month.
Shut up, Rico. All right. So here's the good news. A friend of mine. That's my friend. Man, somebody just sent me a Cash App. Hold on, let me see.
It's the devil.
That's his name is Rico. I don't know.
It's the devil, Diablo.
Man, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
I didn't see you twerk for that money.
Did you see? I see somebody in the comments said something about the 9. Did you see about the 9-year-old kid? They got
what happened?
I didn't hear about it.
It was Well, I saw it briefly that the guy got set up by a friend or something, and he was Dominican coming from New York, and his son got shot. Maybe we should like Google it or something like that. But I did see something.
Dominican American?
Yeah, his son got shot.
And who rolled up on him?
I think it was some local Dominicans, man. It was like a setup. It was like a setup or something. Yeah.
Wow.
Was he American? So he was from New York.
He was from New York. He came down with his son during spring break, and his son ended up getting killed in like a setup or something like that.
And that's guns, NDR,
Dominican
on Dominican violence. So all the shit that they try to tell you don't exist, don't occur, is all in your head, and it happened in Punta Cana. So
yeah, it's not happening out here. That's right. Really wild.
That's the big thing. But the fact of the matter is, then you can't sit there and say we can't have these conversations because this happened, and it's a 9-year-old kid. Okay, damn. But in certain spaces, they'll tell you just completely making shit up, and I'm like, no, I'm not making it up. I don't think that that's something that happens on a rare. I mean, that's probably a very rare thing, and it's probably gonna be a big deal. It's gonna be a big deal because the guy's a Dominican. He's an American. I'm assuming.
It made it. Yeah, it's on the ABC News.
I'm gonna look it up. I hadn't seen it though, brother. I appreciate it. I'm gonna look it up, but I guarantee it's probably something behind it or something like that. But I'm gonna research.
Look how long did it take him? Would it take him a week to find the guys that shot Big Papi in Santo Domingo? They're not gonna fuck around when it's something like that, especially in Punta Cana, because now you got to worry about, is the State Department gonna say even more about it? It's a travel alert. Then is it gonna be a travel ban? Oh, they shooting and killing people in Punta Cana. So they gotta
man.
You said wasn't the dad set up by his
friend? What happened?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it says that as soon as it says, I'm gonna read the article. It says Santiago, Dominican Republic, 6 men are under arrest in the Dominican Republic and charged in the deadly shooting and attempted robbery of a 9-year-old boy from the Bronx. And according to a family member of the victims, 2 of the suspects are family friends. Giasser Luis Felipe, number 9 years old, was shot in the head on Wednesday in Santiago, not Punta Cana, it was in Santiago, after arriving from New York with his father. Reports say Giasser, I hope I'm saying that right, and his dad, Sergio Luis Feliz Mancebo, took off from JFK Airport on Wednesday for a spring break trip. They met up with a driver at Sabal International Airport to set off on a 6-day trip. Police say just moments after getting in the car, the vehicle was swarmed by a group of robbers. The driver refused to stop, and that's when the suspects pulled out their weapons and unleashed a hail of bullets on the vehicle. A bullet hole pierced the left rear passenger side window of the rented Honda CR-V. The 4th grader was riding in the back seat when he was struck in the head. I just looked back and saw my son bleeding out, the victim's father said. He was rushed to the hospital, but did not survive. That is terrible.
That wasn't no robbery.
That's terrible.
That wasn't no robbery.
Yeah.
They're not just gonna light up the car for no robbery.
Right. It was something else. But they found the people that did it?
Yeah, they got all 6 of them.
I mean, that shows you like it'll happen across the world, but it can happen in the Dominican Republic. But I mean,
that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is, people keep pushing that narrative. I'm like, that's irresponsible to say that it can't, because it can. I just never do that, because I'm like, you motherfuckers, they do the same thing in Thailand. I'm like, you can get got anywhere and everywhere. And
these were family friends too, man.
Yeah. So it's a setup.
Right.
It was a setup. They was waiting on it.
Yeah, that's sad. So anyway, that's enough bad news. Let's talk about the good news. So here's the good news. He said it happened in Santiago, but one of these properties. Oh, shout out to him too, brother. Here's his YouTube. If you guys want to do anything with real estate, don't go to Rico, because Rico don't know shit. Go to Dominican Rendezvous. Make sure you subscribe to Dominican Rendezvous. Yeah.
Buena Vista Caribbean Properties. This guy's solid. Actually, subscribe to his channel, Dominican Rendezvous. It's Dominican Rendezvous. Subscribe to his channel. Watch his videos. It's full of good information, especially about real estate all over the island, not Punta Cana, Santo Domingo, Santiago. He's got good real estate videos all over the island. Right. Good prices, good deals. Some in the compo, some out, just farmland, city land, everywhere. So definitely, he's a guy I was watching his videos for a couple of years before I even bought, and a lot of the ideas I got about my purchase I got from him. Right. So definitely hit Dominican Rendezvous.
So yeah, thank you, brother. So here's the good news. The good news is a friend of mine came here, and that's the Airbnb that I showed. He doesn't like to be on camera or whatever, and some people just don't. I deal with a lot of people that just don't like to be on camera, and I'm cool with that. But he showed the owner of the Airbnb my video, and she said, I have 9 properties, and I want the guy from the Dominican route to stay in all of my Airbnbs for free. So starting tomorrow, I'll be in her Airbnb in Boca Chica, and it's a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, and it's right off the beach, and I'm gonna be staying there for free. Me, Sol, and Dominga, and Troy, you're gonna be there tomorrow too, right, brother?
Yeah, man. It looks like it. I had the contract over here today, man. So
gotcha.
So he came and got some money today. So I'm like,
that's good, brother. So the video will be coming out tomorrow night or day after tomorrow. I just got to put it together, but she said all she wants us to promote it and tell people in the United States about her beautiful properties on Airbnb, and I'm gonna make sure I put the link up. But she has 9 properties, and she wants us to stay in all 9 properties at no charge. And so there we go, man. So that's the good news. I got my first contract with the Dominican route. I will be showing Airbnb. 9 different Airbnbs. So if you guys know anybody that has any Airbnbs in the Dominican Republic, I'll definitely show it. And me and Dominga stay in there and have a good time. So what do you think about it? That's some good news, right?
That's some great news, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing you staying in these places. But where did this woman get this idea from? Because I'm kind of feeling like she was watching the videos and was like, she saw you was going to stay at my spot. Now, see how these people are?
Right? Hey, what's that, Troy? I better fucking see mine. I
ain't even got the place built yet. Somebody swooped in and snatched John up. Like,
idea. And I didn't even, you know what? I didn't even think about that, but she could have stole the idea from you, man, because we was just talking about that the week before last, and then, thank you, baby. Can I see that? Yeah, but she was like, I want you to show my places. And then Troy, you was talking about, you said, John, as soon as I build my place, I want you and Dominga to stay in there, and so, but that's good though, man. And so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, no problem, man. I'm just joking around. I think that's
yeah, man. I like that. What you was about to say something, Rico?
No, I was saying that's a good idea. I mean, just like I said, I already gave you the idea, like show the place first empty, and then show it, so that people have a good feel for it. I mean, maybe you want a video of each, and the hopes is what we're going to do is over a period of time to include Troy's place is as we get footage of each one of them, we're going to try to make like a 2-3 minute clip of each one and start posting it, putting it in the link out of each video that the Dominican route, so it's sort of like an advertisement. Every time you see a Dominican route video, at the end, we'll scroll with some links to the different properties, and people can click on them and look at them and say, oh shit, I want to stay here, I want to stay there. And we'll have Troy's contact name and number. We'll have whoever this person John is working with, or you can reach out to Coach and he can pass along your information to them. Because it's all about advertising, helping them, make some bread and put in the business.
Rico, let me capitalize on what you just said. Like Troy said this. He said, "Man, I don't want just anybody flim flam just staying in my place and tearing it up." So, but that's good because
said after John fucked it up.
What?
He said, Rico, after that goddamn John, I don't want anybody coming.
Hey, listen, I barely knew he was here. He left a small footprint.
He must ain't used the bathroom if you barely knew he was there.
You know what?
I like what Troy said. Troy was like, man, I want somebody to be respectful. So,
it'll probably be like, starting out, I want to go.
But let me ask you this, Troy. If somebody from the Dominican route, we got 42 people on right now, but if somebody from the Dominican route wanted to say, hey, Troy, I want to stay at your place and rent it out. But if they go through me, would you rent it out to them?
Absolutely. Okay. Because I know we can probably put them on blast if they tear my place.
I like that.
There you go. That's
true. Honestly, it depends on how long you want to stay. You like, yo, I'm in town. I need a place for a couple of nights. We can take care of it. You know what I'm saying?
After I stay in, me and Dominga stays in Troy's place. If you guys want to stay in Troy's place, y'all reach out to me, give me a date, y'all shoot me a WhatsApp, and then when is your place gonna be available and ready?
Man, I'm thinking where it gets to the point where I'm gonna be able to actually charge people to stay in there. I'm thinking like June, because I want to get it right in there. And I want to get a meter. Actually, I'm trying to get a meter on the electric. Like I'm working with the electric.
Okay.
Putting a meter in there just for like the electric. And once that's in there, then I think we can start letting people stay in there. You know what I mean?
Cool. Yeah. So that's good.
So, but
yeah, man, I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to show your place, man. So you got the concrete, you got the roof done, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you can. Let me see.
Rico, look at him. He got the smooth silk outfit on.
I know, right? Hey, look, John. I wasn't gonna say nothing about that lounge wear, right?
Hey, listen, man. I like to be comfortable, man.
John, we call that. That's not pajamas. That's lounge wear.
That's right.
I like to be comfortable, but you can. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it.
Hey, John. That remind you of back in the day when we used to go to them parties, right? We used to dress like that.
Oh yeah. That's what you had to dress into, though.
John, you got, you know what I mean?
And until later on, then it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I try to keep the silk on, but not.
Man, I'm mad at you, brother. I'm so happy for you. But go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
That's I don't know if you can see it, but that's the balcony's going to be all the way out there, so they're stretching it out. Can you see it? So I don't know if
I can see it.
I can see it, but I don't know if I can see where it ends. But I'll check it out.
Right. It goes all the way out to the street, man. Almost out to the street.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Troy. So so tell everybody you have a 1-bedroom, 1-bath in Punta Cana, right?
Yeah. 1 bedroom, 1 bath. Punta Cana.
So if somebody want to get away on the Dominican Route channel, they can reach out to me, and then we can see if the dates are available.
No problem, man. And you got it's not, you're not really sharing a pool with anybody. You can come and it's a grill on the premises. You're going to be able to kind of just get away. And it's not going to be like staying on a resort or in a hotel. You kind of like coming and having your own space and everything like that. So, yeah.
Good. Yeah. Well, King Choi said she took my idea, LOL. I was going to do that with you also when my Airbnb property was finished being built in Punta Cana. So, hey, that's awesome. Troy started something, man. Troy, I owe you, brother. I owe you.
No, you start. You the one that said you wanted to be the first ones in. Hey, man, come. I need the feedback. I need. Hey, look, we need we need more towels. We need more this.
Right.
We need more that. Like, this is what I like.
Man,
this is what I like when I'm on vacation. This is what I like to have. So I'm
gonna promote it, and then me and Rico, if they disrespect your stuff or tear it up, me and Rico gonna come beat them up for you. Me and Rico gonna come beat them up for you.
And Troy know how I be over there on peso. I be dragging the motherfucker. I'm like, let the dragon begin.
Oh my God, man! But yo, we were doing the good, the bad, and the ugly about the Dominican Republic. So I think what did we say? We said the driving.
The U.S. supposedly, but we never really got to it.
Comparing the U.S.
Well, really, realistically, we were supposed to be just talking about the U.S. period. Things that we like about it and things that we don't. We've been doing the DR forever.
You know what I like about America, man, that we take for granted is our infrastructure, the infrastructure that we have.
Yeah.
Like we take, the men and some women, we won't leave the women out, that have put time and effort in putting even our infrastructure is falling apart a little bit in the States right now, like the bridges and things like that. But our infrastructure is amazing and great. Our Department of Transportation, they do a great job. I would say that about the states that I miss. And then the fact that the thing that I really miss is that you can just order something on Amazon and it comes to your door the next day. That is, oh my God.
Yeah. And even not even Amazon, you can the United States Postal Service and it's right there to you.
Just
fucking
mail. Right. Yeah. I'll tell you what,
just mail.
I'll tell you what I learned to appreciate from being overseas. And again, of course, I'm glad Brother Clarence is here and John was talking about it earlier, right? And when we talk about things like the education system. So when we talk about the education system within the framework of America, we could talk about how bad it is. But when you compare it to other countries, you'd be like, fuck. We are light years ahead of other countries. Light years.
Yeah.
The public education, all these countries around can't
we talked about this, Troy, we talked about this last week, me and Rico did, but like we see I see hundreds and hundreds of dogs every day just walking.
Oh my God.
And like in the United States, you don't see 30 dogs walking down the street.
We get them.
And in the Dominican Republic, you see 20, 30 dogs, and you see dog poop everywhere on the concrete and everything. And you're like, wow, I want to thank the United States. So I appreciate that you don't have to deal with that in the United States, like stray dogs and stray cats.
And just to piggyback on Troy's with the infrastructure, things that, these I think they're still infrastructure, but like, just like, especially even being in Punta Cana, and I'm pretty sure it's everywhere in the island, because I ain't never seen. I'm like, I never thought I would miss a fucking sewer system. Just a sewer system, a place where water can go. But literally, it's like water goes no fucking where. It just stays in the street for hours because it has nowhere to run.
That's right.
And that's something that when you lose it, you realize, like, I never thought I would miss a stinking ass sewer system so that the streets are not flooded. Because that's what a sewer system does. It keeps your streets from flooding, let the water run down, and then it takes it off to be treated. Or things like traffic lights. I used to hate traffic lights.
Right. Oh yeah. That's right. Right.
Shit like that.
Hey, let me ask you this. I'm gonna let y'all answer this. Omar says, for Coach and Brother Rico and Troy, what can the United States do about the gun violence to stop it?
Nothing. Get rid of guns.
Stop gun violence.
Get rid of guns, which they'll never do.
It's more deep than just gun violence. It's like you'd have to get to the root of being able to stop violence. Right. Oh, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. I was saying.
You gotta. How are you going to stop violence? You know what I'm saying? Like when you're getting violent with somebody. I mean, if you're coming from a black home, your mom used to reach around for whatever was close to you. Oh, that, you know what I'm saying? So if a gun is accessible, it's just an extension of the violence. So how are we going to stop the violence in the United States? The gun laws that were cracked, it's like people don't care. They don't care about going to jail for having a pistol on them. But it's like, how are we going to stop the violence? And I don't. It's studies. I mean, you can do it analytically. You can take studies and data and information and see what's worked, evidence-based things that have worked in different countries across the globe, and you can try to implement it into America. But until we get like seriously harsh on the gun laws, where like something you get caught with a gun and you're not supposed to have one, we're not going to see you again. Mm-hmm. It's going to have to get to that point, like how it's going to have to get extreme, like how they do in different countries. Like you get caught in these different countries with a weapon, it might be 10, 15 years before we see you again.
But see, I also look back at things like I'm an advocate for, like I said, I'm fuck the Second Amendment and all that stupid shit. Because I think, like I said, I think it's ridiculous. We live in a country of 339 million people, but we got 384 million guns. How the fuck do you have more guns than you got people? I mean, when I just hear that, it's just like, how do you have more guns than people? That's just crazy. So for me, it's right. So for me, I would say things like,
what?
If you went out and you
they tearing me up in the comments.
What they said?
Okay, fuck it.
You just
make you have a car.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just reading it. My bad, Rico. They tearing me up in the comments, man.
You
look good, man.
I know they get
you. Look good.
They've been getting your ass.
You look good, man. You look good.
Silk Sonic.
You look good.
Silk Sonic.
Hold on. Let me put my robe on. Let me really get.
Want that robe? Oh shit!
Let me really get right for y'all. We put the whole thing on for y'all, man. You know.
We really. He got the Martin Lawrence Suave Rico Suave outfit on.
Hey, John, all he needs is a scotch and a cigar.
Right.
A cigar and a scotch.
Man, I love to see black people like that, man. I love it. It make me happy. It make me happy as I don't know what, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like Rico said, all you need is a cigar
and a scotch
and some scotch.
Let me get right, man. You know what I mean? Let me do my.
John, where you going? I'm going over to us. I ain't walking in that motherfucker tonight. He got the robe on. I ain't going in that motherfucker tonight.
Pretty Ricky is what they call me.
When he dressed like that, he ready for business. He ready for business.
Hey, it just started storming. It just started raining here. Y'all know I don't have no backup generator.
Be gone out in a minute.
Oh man, we had it early.
So anyway, but listen,
I was just gonna say, to finish up on the gun thing, I would say this is, bottom line, fuck it, we ain't getting rid of it in America.
No, it's a part of American culture. It's like apple pie.
Yeah,
it's so ingrained in the culture and the hunting and all that. You know.
I agree, it's a problem, but I just don't see it. I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see America ever giving up guns.
You know what?
And
I'm not gonna talk about politics and Donald Trump and Biden, because
it's both sides. Both sides.
Biden really ain't doing too much shit anyway. But let me say this: if Trump get elected again, I hope let me say this: I ain't gonna talk about Trump or Biden.
He ain't getting rid of guns. I don't give a fuck who get elected.
Stop.
Okay.
If I was president of the United States, I would build a wall. But you know what I build a wall around? All the schools in the United States. Because in the Dominican Republic, they got walls sky high, and they have the metal pieces. You can't jump the fence in the Dominican Republic. You can't have an AK-47 in the Dominican Republic and jump in and shoot up everybody because they have a security guard and a police officer. It'll be hard to scale that fence with those barbed wires. It's like a prison.
Did I lose you guys?
It's like a prison. It's like a prison in the Dominican Republic. And let me say this, Rico, real quick. To protect our children, I would love for the United States to build a wall around all the schools in the United States. And I'm finished. Go ahead.
Well, that's perfect. That don't even come close to being good enough for me.
Why? What you say? What? Okay, go ahead.
Because most mass shootings in America are not school shootings.
But I mean, I understand that, but I would. Okay.
You asked the question, so let me answer. I'm saying we do have a lot of school shootings, but most mass shootings in America are not school shootings. They're workplace violence. I'm like, you got to build a wall around every fucking thing.
But it don't make you more sad when the kids get shot up and killed.
No, it's fucking sad. Period. It is John, it is more sad. I'm not going to say it's more sad, but it's equally as sad if somebody goes shoot up a church. It's equally as sad. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, why stop there? Oh, well, fuck it. They ain't shooting kids, so shoot up people in the church. Shoot up people at the grocery store. Shoot up. No, I want for me, get rid of the fucking guns. Period.
We got to start somewhere. Wouldn't it be nice?
I'm fine with starting with the schools. But I'm saying
nice.
But my solution is not the wall. My solution is take the fucking guns.
Right.
Because you know who did that? Australia. Australia had a bunch of guns. They had a bunch of mass shootings, and the government said, we're taking them all. And they bought them all up. They took them from everybody, and it's hard as fuck to get a gun in Australia. America just won't ever do it. But I'm saying that's what we're, and then in these other countries that have low propensity of mass shooting, it's hard to get a gun. That's why you don't have a lot. You know why you don't have a lot of mass shootings in fucking the DR? Because you don't have a lot of guns.
That's right.
Same thing in Japan. Same thing in other countries. It's hard to get a gun. But America, we just masturbate the guns.
Oh yeah, we can get guns.
Americans rather have a gun more than pussy.
That's right.
Seriously, it's crazy up here,
Right.
and that's the problem. So it ain't going anywhere. So that's the problem.
Hey, Devon says,
no,
I have
you ain't bringing the gun.
Hey,
Devon, go ahead, Troy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
He says he's got I have a serious question, fellas. I have a gun license and I am an owner of 3 guns. If I want to move to the Dominican Republic, would that be an issue for me bringing guns over there? I would say, you know what, I'm gonna give you some good advice. Check the embassy's website, do a Google search. Don't take no advice from me on this because I'm gonna say no. But you might be able to somehow bring a weapon over here. I don't know. But as far as weapons and stuff, I'm gonna think no.
You gotta go through the whole permit process. I got a neighbor, he has a gun on his hip, but he had to get a permit. He had to take a lot of tests. He had to do an evaluation test on his mental, and he said it took him a year to get his gun. But he does have a permit, and he keeps it on the side of his hip, just like in Texas. You can put the gun on your hip, but he's not a police officer. But it took him a year to get his permit, and of course, you got to be a citizen of the Dominican Republic also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think you got to get like renewal every 2-3 years. I mean,
I'm gonna ask him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to have him on. But he walks. He's an older guy. He's like 69, 70 years old, and he walks up and down my street, and he keeps his gun on his hip. But he has a permit. He has a pistol.
Yeah, and I would never tell anybody it's impossible. I'm just saying it's wildly expensive. It's hard as hell. And you're right. You ain't getting nothing without residency or citizenship. If you and most people over there, you're not resident, so you ain't fucking getting nothing. You can't even get a driver's license without residency.
Hey, X Trolling says New Zealand, not Australia, Rico, the gun conversation. So you
I thought that was Australia. Are you sure, X Trolling? I believe that was Australia after the mass shooting that they said.
It was New Zealand.
That was New Zealand after the mass shooting? You sure?
Yeah, they have a female. I think they have like a female chancellor. They have a female chancellor.
Yeah, I know they do.
Thank you, Troy. Rico be talking shit sometimes. He don't know what he be talking about.
And if I'm right, you gonna twerk, motherfucker. Because I'm about to look it up. Watch Coach about to twerk now. Watch his lion man about to twerk.
No, I don't want no parts of those bets.
I don't want no parts of those bets. You right. You won.
Troy, is it raining? Man, it is pouring down here in Santo Domingo.
It rained here earlier, so it's probably making its way out there to you.
It is.
That's what put me to sleep. It was raining, and I laid down for like a hot second.
It's storming. It's storming right now.
I was correct. In 1996, it was fucking Australia after a mass shooting that authorized a national gun buyback for the country. It was Australia. Maybe New Zealand did it as well. It was after the Port Arthur massacre. Look up the Port Arthur massacre in Australia.
Both of them.
It might have been. I'm not gonna say it with New Zealand as well, but it was Australia. The Port Arthur massacre in Australia in 1996, and then they had a national gun buyback, and they haven't had a mass shooting since.
Right. That's what you got to do is we got to really get past the feelings. And like when I was doing therapy, I always would do like evidence based. So we got to look at what's worked. So what's worked in different countries as far as their gun. We can't just put our feelings and think, okay, Americans, we're going to be responsible. We could come up with our own way of appeasing both sides. I mean, it's going to have to come to what's worked in other places. And, I think that, and honestly, I think that America's conscience is not to the point where they're willing to get, I mean, married, get her. They're still like, I'm going hunting next season. Next season. I want my rifles. This is my right. Yep. I don't care how many, because it doesn't really affect you. You don't really care about it till it gets to your front door. You know what I'm saying? So the people that are really, really, really pro-gun, they don't live in the inner cities. They haven't had any of their children murdered. Right. They don't care. So it doesn't until it hits home. So America doesn't have no conscience when it comes to the weapons because the babies have been getting. I'll tell you what. If we start showing weekly the body cam of these murderers that are going in here murdering these kids, do it for a month straight, every day. Let's watch the body cam video of the children that are getting murdered in these schools. I guarantee you something will happen.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, it's out of sight, out of mind. Because when they see us getting killed,
you're right. You're right. But then Troy, imagine now you got everybody know this, and I'm not making this up. 90% of the mass shootings are by white people in the United States. I don't know if you knew that. 90%. So what if those people were black or white? I mean, are black or Chinese or Muslim or like what if that happened? You think the laws and stuff would change if in the United States it was black people killing? But it's mostly white people doing the mass shooting.
I'm gonna do you one better. The laws did change when black people started carrying guns. If you go back to the 60s with the Panthers, that's right. When they started exercising their Second Amendment rights, that's when the amendments, because it was like, whoa, wait a minute. This isn't for them to have. This is for us to have. So I think we've already had that.
Like if it was Mexican people or Jewish or Muslims killing a whole bunch of kids and doing mass shootings, I think the laws would change much faster.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I'm telling you, people really love their weapons. I don't think they care. I think when America overall sees, and they're also so desensitized with the mass murder, I think they're not shocked anymore. I don't think they care whose color it is. The main thing is, I want my guns. You would think that seeing children getting, well, you don't see it, but you just hear about it. You would think that would say, okay, we got a gun problem. No, I want my guns. It's my right. I want my gun.
You don't think if 90% of Mexicans would be killing people in the United States, you don't think it'll change?
No, because I think America already has placed that fear into white America that people of color are coming over there killing them and stuff anyway, want to kill them. And that's why they need to have the guns to protect themselves from the people of color that might come and try to harm them. It's too deep too. It's three. Right. I think it's three main reasons why the general population in America wants weapons. The first thing that a lot of them are going to say is we want to have weapons in case the government tries to come for me. I want to be able to protect myself. That's number one. That's your Second Amendment. The second one would be I want to be able to protect my family from people that may not look like me that want to come do harm to me and my family. And then the third thing is Americans love to hunt. So they don't want to give up the right to be able to go out and kill animals. So those three things, the government, being able to protect myself from the government, protect my family, and I want a right to be able to go out and hunt and feed myself. Some people are looking like, some people actually do feed themselves off hunting, but they want to have that right. And that's America. And I think that the only way I say is you got to get to the consciousness of America. And the way to get to the consciousness of America is show that body cam of that guy going in there and killing them children. Do it every day, 6 p.m. Everybody getting off work, getting home, sitting down for dinner. Show the body cam video every day of them children getting killed in the school. Do it for 2 months straight. It'll be some legislation on the floor to change the gun laws.
I agree. I agree with that, brother. Hey, Jay Andrew, I got like 60 or 70 white guys that's on my channel, but he's one of them. Thank you so much, brother, for always being a part of the channel. Much respect. I love the whites, blacks, Mexicans, Dominicans, everything. So I really appreciate you always being on the channel. What he says, what do you think? What do you guys think about the elderly man shooting the black kid because he rang the wrong doorbell in the United States? I never heard about that because I'm in the Dominican Republic, but you heard about that, brother?
Shot him through the door, 16 years old.
Did he kill him? Jay,
Hey,
shout out to Jay. Thanks so much for coming on, Jay. But did you hear about that, Jay?
Yeah, I did too. Trust me, man. I hear a lot of.
I will say this. I'll say this. I'm 95% positive that if a young black kid went to the wrong door here, he would not get shot through the door by somebody.
Yeah,
right.
I'm 95% sure that would not happen.
I agree with you. Jay, what you got to say about that?
For me and to my brother next to me, I forget your name, brother. What's your name?
Troy.
Troy. All right. I think you were on last time. I just forgot your name, man. I'm sorry. Yo, to everybody, guys, wonder where I've been. I've been on vacation a little bit, so I'm just kind of like just not coming on YouTube a lot. So I'm just trying to
thank you so much.
I do on my channel every now and then, but I peek every now and then. Some people are telling me crazy stuff has been going on since I've been gone, and I'm just like, it's freaking hilarious. But
tell everybody your channel real quick before you comment on this comment.
All right, guys. Listen, my channel's name is Jay Takashi, guys. We do real talks with brothers over there or sisters, and also I drop anime over there, content over there. My second channel that I've just made. I'm currently working on the intro towards it. That one's gonna be purely anime based, and I'm gonna have the main one that I told you guys just for us to talk and actually talk about these issues.
Before you go any further, bro, I just want to shout out the black nerds in the chat. I'm old school anime. I kind of like lost my way.
I'm a 91
kid. I'm talking about I go back to like Ninja Scroll.
Dude, that's my era.
I go back to that anime era. You know what I'm saying? So
Cool.
No,
That's
definitely.
When you talking about, I mean, I don't want you to feel alone. I know sometimes you might come.
I don't feel alone at all, man.
You might come to some spaces and brothers be like, "He talking about some anime. What the hell's wrong with this black?"
I don't know too much. I heard of it, but I don't know too much about it. But so
no, it's cool. That's cool, brother.
Japanese animation, man, is real cool. It's just it's if you in the cartoons and animation. I used to read a lot, so and I lived in Delaware. It wasn't really much to do.
Whoa, you a Delaware cat, bro? Please tell me how it is over there.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna have to cook up after this, and
real quick, so we don't get up. The best thing about Delaware that I love is that I'm not from Delaware. I'm from Maryland, but I moved to Delaware as a child. The best thing about Delaware is that you're in the middle of everything. You're 45 minutes from Baltimore, hour 45 from DC. I was 40 minutes from Philly, 2 hours from New York City. So you can. It's a beautiful black, different cultures, black culture in that area that I can experience. So like if I want to go to DC and listen to go-go, I can go to DC and listen to go-go. I want to go to Philly, catch the roots, catch some neo soul, because Philly's got a really dope neo soul background. I can catch a good show in Philly. Shout out to the Black Lily. If anybody in the area remembers the Black Lily in Philly, you can see Jill Scott and all of them back in the day. New York City is, you don't got to. Yeah, I don't have to advertise anything from New York City. New York City is New York City, but being in Delaware allows you a good cost of living as opposed to those other areas, and you can just get out and expand it. It's a good place to live. Like partying wise, some people in Delaware are like, listen, we shutting everything down at 1 o'clock. Y'all not getting stupid out here, because we don't really know how to act, even though it's like you don't really hear too much violence coming out of Delaware. But we're gonna get it popping after 1 o'clock. So they're like, all right, we're gonna shut the clubs down at 1. But the beautiful thing about living there was I can go party in Philly and I can come home to the quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if Delaware is quiet, man, maybe I don't know. Maybe I need
very
to
quiet. Very.
Think about that, man. Maybe a safe house in Delaware somewhere, y'all.
If you're a businessman, you want to have your business in Delaware. Our tax. So a lot of big corporations are incorporated in Delaware. So for all you business-minded people, you know about Delaware. If you get into your paper, you know about Delaware. But,
man, he just gave me some information. But to answer my brother Dominican Republic's question, listen, brother, it's a question of whether or not you are responsible with firearms, and also you have to understand that, like, I'm talking about cats. When I say this, y'all cats got to understand. Listen, everybody is within their rights to protect themselves, protect their families, and a firearm is like one of the things. It's a plus, but also a negative in one sense, because you can also mistakenly kill someone if you don't use it properly and don't have the proper training. And also, you need to get your goddamn mind right. It's not a damn toy. This is a thing to end lives and to protect families. That's how I see it. And when I have my own family, I do have to go to the shooting range with my freaking estranged cousin, because he's a policeman. I got a lot of military brothers. So it's just like, that's something that, you need to be on, brother. I know you don't like them, but you need to learn how to shoot one. Things like that. And I'm talking about different from a rifle hunter of like just shooting deer. That's different. I'm talking about like actual range practice.
Right.
So I think that so it's a matter of security, responsibility, privilege, and also protection. But
Jay, I like how you comment, but I don't know if you know my background, but I was after I was released from the New York Yankees, I became a security guard and you
did say that. Yeah, you did become
a varsity baseball coach. So I had my level 3 security license, and then I had my neck broken by Deion Sanders' son, and that's what caused me to be disabled or whatever. So I was real good in firearms, and I had an AK-47, and I had a Glock in the United States. But yeah. The guns. I don't have nothing against guns, man. But
Right.
you know, it's just that you know, people just disrespect them, and when people get mad or lose their job or get mad because of gay people or homosexualities, they want to go shoot up a school or shoot up
that's my problem right
yeah,
there. And it's just like, I'm tired of just hearing about kids being involved in people's bullshit, or there's stuff that they need to go get help for. Like, really.
Let me ask you this. Jay Andrew says, what do you guys think about the elderly man shooting the young black kid because it oh, okay. I already answered. We already answered.
Let me just say this, John. So, because I got to drop.
Go ahead, Rico.
You know, I got to drop because I got to get Mama ready for travel tomorrow.
I know.
No, because she traveling for work, so I got to help her get things together.
Understand, Rico.
That guy was too. That's another problem. He was too goddamn low. Ain't no excuse. I don't think you need 84, because in America at 84 years of age, almost 90 years of age, they take your driver's license. So why the fuck do you have a gun? And you know why they take your driver's license at that age? Because they know that at that age of advanced age, people end up, you lose your mental capacities in your facility. So that man had no business being 85, almost 90 years old with a house full of guns. That's an American thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's an American thing. Nobody should be 85, 90 years old with a house full of fucking guns. That's insane. Because the mental capacity of an 85, 90-year-old person is the mental capacity of a guy, not all of them, but most of them, that's like a child. And we don't let 8 and 9-year-olds run around with guns. So why are we letting 85-year-old and 90-year-olds run around with guns?
That's true.
It's the same level of irresponsibility.
So
with that,
look at Troy got his drink. Troy got his drink.
Yeah.
He got his stack in his cigar now. Look, I'm gonna get out of here.
You guys can see me, but I got my Jack Daniels on right now.
Look, Jay got his Jack Daniels.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Hold on,
Go ahead.
Hey, Troy. Go ahead, Rico. I know you. Go ahead, Troy.
I said, I'm gonna I gotta get the mood right for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying?
you got the outfit on. You got the outfit. You might as well go ahead and finish it.
I'll see you in the next one.
Right.
Well,
all right, Rico, you be careful, brother.
Thanks, Rico. Go ahead,
all right,
go
Rico.
ahead. What you about to say? Go ahead.
Not, you know what? Like, I just think the elderly guy that shot the kid is even the fear factor. you know, America's scaring people. These people are coming for you, and he's probably been sitting in there. He's 80 years old, man. You know, you go back to 80 years old, they, like I said, that was one of the reasons why everybody in America was running out getting guns, because they were scared of people that look like us coming to do something to him. So he's probably been told all his life that we are violent, we're violent, we're violent. He's watching stuff on TV, and then this black kid showed up to his house, and his grandson said he was a little racist. So this is not me saying that he's racist. His family members said he was a little racist. In his little old racist mind, with probably dementia setting in, he squeezed off on the boy.
Right.
And that's what it was. And that's that fear mongering. Black people are coming to get you. We're going to do this to you. That's what happened.
I'm going to say this.
Hold on.
My school.
You got a little dark. You got a little move.
No. Yeah, I've been drinking a little bit, but I'm good though. But my school, my high school in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, we was rated the worst school in the United States of America. It was called
what?
Yeah. It was Glen Oaks High School, but we had the number one football team in the state, and we had the number one basketball team in the state. We had 2 people killed, and our principal was stabbed 16 times, and he had to be rushed to the hospital. The high school principal.
What?
And, yeah, that was in 1993. I graduated in 94. So we had 2 people killed at our school. So before Columbine and all of that, our school was Columbine before Columbine. So
Damn.
we had metal
Did
detectors.
You from Baton Rouge, right?
Yeah, Baton Rouge. So yeah, Google.
Did Boosie go to your school?
No. Boosie didn't go to my school. Boosie was our rivalry. So I couldn't go to Boosie. Boosie was from the bottom and I was from the top. So I couldn't go to Boosie's area and Boosie couldn't come to my area. So
but John, with me, we can go to Boosie's area. You want to go to Boosie's area?
Oh yeah, we could now. but anyway, I met Boosie. Kevin Gates lived about 10 minutes from my house. But anyway, our school was the first Columbine before Columbine. So we had a lot of we had murders, we had killings around our neighborhood a lot. But let's see, Janet Reno. You ever heard of Janet Reno? Anybody ever heard of Janet?
Yeah, of course. I've heard of Janet Reno. She was like Secretary of State or something like that at one time.
Janet Reno came to our school to stop to help us stop all the killing.
Very attractive white woman.
Okay, yeah. yeah.
He's a very I got you.
But man, I have never seen that much security and police. But
shout out to Janet Reno.
Yeah. Shout out to Janet Reno. DMR, what's up, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, John, how you doing, man? What's going on?
Good. I'm gonna finish saying this. I'm gonna bring you in. But
okay.
Yeah, Janet Reno. We had 2 people killed at our school. One was shot in the head, one was shot in the chest, and our principal was stabbed. And we had our school, Glen Oaks High School in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, was the Columbine before Columbine, and you know they really straightened it up or whatever. But our school was in a black neighborhood, and I went to that high school, and it was pretty rough, and we had a lot of fights and a lot of killings in that area and at that school or whatever. But anyway, I just wanted to comment on that. But anyway, go ahead, brother. What's up, man? How you doing, DMR?
What's up, John? How you doing, man? Thank you for allowing me to.
Thank you so much for being a part of the channel, man.
No problem.
Go ahead. I see you got that NY hat on.
New York, yeah. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. I got roots in New York. You know what I mean? Harlem. I used to stay up there with my uncle earlier in my life. I'm 51 years old, so I got some roots up there.
Awesome. I played with the Yankees, so I love the.
Oh
Yankees.
yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead, man. I want you to comment. You got the floor, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think, man, that issue is like the brother said here. The guy's 90 years old, 80 something years old. He don't really have his faculties. You know what I mean? So he shouldn't have had a gun like that, man.
No, man. I agree. I didn't even hear about the story, but Troy was telling me about the story, and like the kid walked up and he walked up to the wrong house and they killed him. That's what happened?
Yeah. But they also had. Wow.
Go ahead, Troy.
Yeah, he's still alive. He's still alive.
Oh, he's still alive. Okay, good.
They also have a young white lady, that got killed somewhere. She drove into a guy's driveway too, and they shot her. You know what I mean? So I think it's a race thing on the behalf of the young man, but I also think people be going in these people's driveway and they may not be there to cause no harm. They may have the wrong house, but sometimes people may be like kind of get scared and think something's about to like go down. But I think it was the guy or the girl drove from the house and the guy started shooting at the car. You know, so
damn.
You know, it's a lot of stuff going on here in the Matrix, man.
Where do you live, DMR?
I stay in Wilmington, Delaware, on the East Coast, outside of Philadelphia, Chester, Pennsylvania. I stay an hour and 30 minutes from Baltimore, Maryland, 2 hours from New York City.
Okay, let me. When I played in the minor leagues, we would travel a lot. How far are you from? We played in Erie. I played in Erie a lot, Erie, Pennsylvania. You ever heard of Erie, Pennsylvania?
Yeah, Erie's kind of it's like probably about 2 hours from here.
Yeah, I played in the minor leagues there, but is it bad where you are? Is it rough there?
Wilmington, Delaware. It sits funny because it's between DC and New York City. It's like a mini city. It's not a big city, but everything that comes from Philly, we get everything from Philadelphia.
Gotcha.
So if it's a trend, it comes from.
Go ahead, Troy.
I said, this brother, he's from Wilmington, and Wilmington people are very humble about the city.
Really?
And this is what I'm gonna break down, because I don't really want to get into this part of my life, but there's a major heroin trade on the East Coast.
Okay.
It's New York, Baltimore, Wilmington. It's called the Triangle.
Right.
The heroin at one point was so good in Wilmington, the guy that was on the Howard Stern show would drive his car all the way from New York, Artie, I think he passed away, from New York to Wilmington just to get his heroin. So the people that are in the drug trade in Wilmington, they don't want everybody to know this. And there's also a major port in Wilmington. Right. So he's being humble, but it goes down in Wilmington.
Really?
Yeah.
It goes down. Yeah.
Hey, look. Hey, John and Troy. Wilmington is the hidden gem on the like East Coast.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people pass. Okay, look. If you going down 95, right?
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Wilmington, the city, from that side. But if you go to 495 and you're going toward Baltimore, you're seeing the city from afar. It's actually small.
Yeah, small. Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people ride past this place, or it's people that stay here and people never heard of it before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So everything passes through here and it goes either to Baltimore or DC.
Virginia.
Yeah, right. Or Virginia.
So y'all teaching me something. I never knew that, man. I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Hey, John, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you a brief history about here. Wilmington was never that violent. And again, I'm not trying to pass any shade on NYC or Philly or anywhere like that.
Right.
When they've had people pitting in work down here, but not to the extent until the NY boys started to come down here and they started to do their thing.
Right.
When they start doing their thing, the people down here would follow them and start following their lead and start picking up their traits.
Right.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And see, Troy, see, you know, I'm from the down south. I'm from New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and Texas. Right. So only time I went, the closest I went there, it was with when I played baseball, and I would, you know, but wow, you guys are teaching me something, man. I think
we don't. I think the thing about Delaware, we don't have We don't have any pro teams. We don't have any famous rappers. We don't have, but it's people. So we don't perspire to be like big athletes. I mean, this guy that Cat's Bones, he's playing for the Clippers now. He's out at Wilmington. But when I was growing up, we didn't really aspire to be. We didn't look up to entertainers or athletes. We looked up to the cats that was getting money. And getting money didn't always necessarily mean drugs. It might have been somebody that owned a company, owned a business. It's a land of people that hustle. We don't have aspirations because when I played basketball, if you was 6'2", you was a center back in the day in Delaware. Like it's not a whole bunch of big athletes, country athletes. But now we got the kids from the city moving down to Delaware. And shout out to my home high school, Smyrna High School. We didn't ran off like 4 championships in the last 5-6 years because we're getting people from the city are moving down to the country.
That's right.
And them city kids are coming, and it's getting a bigger. We're getting more melanin down that way. So
hey Troy, Troy, you know Dover's getting violent too. You know that, right?
See, I'm from it is.
Dover, hey man, it's more kids. They shooting down Dover. I'm like, what? Not down Dover.
Nobody wants to be. Listen, nobody wants to get on the internet. You know, back then, you got your ass with nice with these. Now you can just get a strap.
Yep.
And handle your business. Like everybody, it's the accessibility to the weapon. Which goes back to the gun discussion. It's so accessible. Nobody wants to get punched in the face. I'll take a punch in the face over a slug in the back any day.
So that's true. But so y'all from the same neighborhood. Y'all from the same area.
I'm from downstate, but I moved to Bear. I lived in Bear before I left.
Right. Okay.
My father was a part of well, he still is a member of a motorcycle group in the state. We don't really want to drop no names or nothing, but
right.
Their mother chapter was in Wilmington, so I spent a lot of time, and I know a lot of people in and out of Wilmington.
So name some athletes or big time people from y'all area.
That's from here. I'm gonna say we got athletes that went to college here. That won Super Bowls. You got Joe Flacco. He went to University of Delaware. You got John Taylor that went to my alma mater, Del State. So we got my man Pooh. He graduated around the same time I did. He was the center for the Eagles when Donovan and them went to the Super Bowl. So we got athletes that come out of here. But like I think probably now, my man Bones Highland out in at the Clippers. He's balling out. So he's a young kid out of VCU. He's from the Wilmington area, and he's nice. And we got my man Lenny Brown, who played for Xavier. Lenny is
killing it.
Lenny will give it to you now. I'll say that right now. Like I used to work with Lenny, and I ain't never he's pro level. Like this is back when we was in our 30s.
Gotcha.
He's like 2 steps in from half court. And he gives you whatever you want. Like we got some athletes. AJ English is out of Wilmington. Val Whiting went to Stanford. There's some athletes that came out of Delano. You play baseball. Delano DeShields. They played with the Expos. He was from Delaware. Yeah, we got.
What about you? What about you, D?
I think my era,
DMR, what about you? What about your area? What about your athlete? You got anybody like famous in your area?
We got Wilmington had this guy named Dexter Boney. He played ball, but I forgot what team he played with briefly. Then we had a guy named AJ English. AJ played. I forgot. I think he played in DC.
Denver.
Yeah, right.
Denver.
Right. AJ English. And my cousin named Troy Boyer, he was in North Carolina State. He was going to be something big, man. Troy had skills. He played with Grant Hill and them down in, and then And then my other boy named Andrew Miles, he was, man,
Oh,
he
Drew, I went to school with Drew. I went to school with
Yeah, I
Drew.
heard him.
Nasty.
Yeah, you
Nasty.
did.
Steve
Andrew
Francis.
was
He
nice,
had
wasn't he?
Steve Francis type game.
Detroit. Andrew was
Yes.
nice, wasn't he?
Steve Francis type game.
Yeah, him and Phil, boy named
Yeah.
Phil Anderson, man. Phil
Yeah, Drew was
Anderson,
nice. Yeah,
Phil
Drew
could
was
play all. We play baseball, football. He, play everything. So it's a lot of talent down here. Like me, I used to box amateur. The only problem I didn't intern professional when I should have. I had a chance to box in Larry Holmes's camp, but that fell short. Something happened with that.
Yeah. You got somebody said Biden. Biden is not from Delaware. Biden is what we call that, like he's a transplant. Biden came to Delaware. He's from Scranton, Pennsylvania. He'll tell you Scranton. He went to Delaware. It's kind of like stayed here at the college probably. This is going or President Biden being from Delaware. I had the pleasure of working at and I'm gonna say this because I don't work there no more and whatever. But I worked at the Veterans Affairs Department in Delaware.
Oh,
in Ellesmere
Highway, right?
In Ellesmere. So
Ellesmere, yeah.
And I want to say this, and I never said this publicly, but I found it very disrespectful that for the time that I worked there, that the vice president and now the president of the United States never visited that VA hospital and VA office.
Wow.
And I found that to be very disrespectful. And if you would have came to the office, you would have seen that we may needed some more resources. And I just wanted to say that, like, yeah, he's not from Delaware. He's from Scranton, Pennsylvania, and it's evident because if he was from Delaware, we would have had a lot more things with him being in that office, resources directed towards Delaware. Delaware needs a lot of different things for the youth. They need different things for the economy to help Delaware. And I think number one thing that we do need is a train that connects lower Delaware to northern Delaware. So the people that live in lower Delaware have access to employment in Philadelphia or in Wilmington if they want it. They don't not just limited for the people that are in southern Delaware. Plus it will open up the economy for the state. But I'm not here to run for governor, but I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Right. Yeah. Hey, well, let me say this. Well, y'all naming some people off from y'all area. When Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and we have
y'all got athletes, man. It's like, come on, you got like serious athletes out of Louisiana. Serious athletes.
We had of course LSU just won the girls just won.
But the girl was from Miss Reese is from she's from my home state of Maryland. I think she kind of she's from Baltimore.
I didn't know that.
Right out of Baltimore.
So we had of course all the rappers. We got all the rappers. We got Kevin Gates from Baton Rouge.
Y'all gotta. What is when we talking about the U.S. and I'm glad I get to actually talk to somebody from Louisiana because we always see a lot about the violence in Louisiana.
You got repeat it again. I didn't hear you because you broke up. Say it again.
Well, you got a lot of the rappers and stuff, and you hear about things going on in Louisiana with like the racism from the police. Like, is it really like I've never had the opportunity to go to Louisiana, but is it really as violent as is portrayed in the media that we get to see other Black people in America get to see?
Yeah, Louisiana is really bad. It's probably Chicago. Well, I'll say Chicago's number one. Mississippi is number 2, and Louisiana is number 3.
And why do you because since we're comparing the U.S. to the Dominican Republic, why do you think those areas that are heavily populated with people that look like you and I, why do you think those areas are so dangerous and so violent?
No money. Nobody has any money. no jobs. Everybody's on drugs. You selling drugs. You either got to be a rapper or a basketball or baseball or something like that. So
see right there. That's the thing about growing up in Delaware. We didn't have those expectations.
Exactly.
We were like, you know what? I'm gonna get to this hustle. I got to get me a hustle. What am I going to get? You know, we taught, okay, I got to come up with something that's going to get me some money. We didn't focus a lot of our time into being athletes and being entertainers and rappers because
I'm gonna say this. What I respect about Louisiana is like, we got some of the best rappers in the world. We got Lil Wayne. We got Master P wasn't a great rapper, but he was
a good businessman.
Good businessman,
right.
Mystical.
Listen, my I'm gonna cut you off real quick because I went into the Army and my roommate, my bunkmate, was from Kentucky, and this is when Master P had first came on, and I'm from the East Coast, and we was not feeling no Master P. We was like, yo, this nigga is garbage. Like, get him out of here.
Right.
Like, we didn't want to hear that.
Make him say, nah.
I'm coming from the East Coast in the 90s, so your rap music had to be up here.
Yeah.
If I felt I was better than you, I'm not listening to you. So my roommate was from Kentucky, and he had that Ice Cream Man CD, Master P's first CD.
I remember that.
And he was playing this like, I'm like, man, it was like, he was like, Pete. I'm like, man. Then, as time, you start picking up cultures from other people when you're in the military. And I'm gonna tell you what did it. I'm gonna tell you what did it for me. And I'm gonna tell you, I started listening to other people in No Limit. Now, P couldn't rap. But Mystical could rap. And my man was Fiend. Fiend was my guy. Fiend was nice. But you start doing your history on these guys and learning about these guys. These guys were like, what I learned about Louisiana is that you guys are big on instruments. You guys know how to play a lot of instruments. So y'all understand music, and y'all can read music. And you look at New Orleans, when you go out there, you see the videos, you see all the kids playing instruments and stuff. Right. And I think that's dope. I love that. So Fiend was just talking about how he grew up in music and how he transferred it over to rap. And that's what I loved about the culture in Louisiana. Right. But needless to say, I was a P fan when I'm in Georgia and I go to the club and I didn't like the music, but the women were loving the music. And you in the club, and this is when everybody was bouncing. So you might be trying not to act like you don't like it, but the club was bouncing so hard that the floor was moving. So you bouncing even if you don't want to bounce. You just like, oh shit.
Yeah, we invented when I was 8 years old, my mom 7 years old, my mom and my dad, they would have twerking parties. So it was twerking and twisting and bouncing their ass and stuff, like the whole family and stuff. We was twerking. So before Beyonce and all of that stuff, we invented the twerking. So New Orleans and Baton Rouge was twerking and pee popping and all of that stuff. So I say this about Louisiana. We grind really hard. Like I'm talking about like Kevin Gates from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We go hard. Like when we go hard. I mean, I'm talking about killing, and I don't condone killing, but killing in NBA YoungBoy. He's from Baton Rouge.
Right. What part of the Dominican Republic would you compare Louisiana to?
None. Zero. None.
Nothing like that. Nothing like Louisiana.
No. Damn. New York or nothing, because Louisiana people they go above and beyond. They go above and beyond. I mean, like Louisiana people are like, if you want to go hard, we're gonna go harder. Because I don't know. I don't know why they. I mean, it's kind of like Chicago people. Like it's just crazy. Like they just want to get out of the trenches, and that's just how New Orleans people are, and that's how Kevin Gates is, and Lil Wayne, and Master P, and Master P ain't have no talent at all. Nah.
I'm listening. My neighbor, my roommate was killing me, man, nightly. Like I knew all the verses, and I was like, yo, he is horrible. But I mean, like when about it, I mean, I'm fresh out of Del State, 95. Like when I was in school, one of the cats from De La Soul was at Wesley. Sadat X from Brand Nubian went to Del State. I was seeing these guys, and like we was, and that's the golden era of hip hop. So I messed up, got kicked out of school, and now I'm down in the South, and I'm being presented with Master P. I'm like, huh? I'm like, this dude is whack, man. But then I got to hear, you got to hear Mystical. I'm like, you can't front on talent. And I'm like, yo, this brother's talented.
Look what Khan say. And Big Frida, I met Big Frida before.
Mm-hmm.
Big Frida is gay, but Big Frida has been on Drake stuff. Big Frida is like huge. Like New Orleans and Baton Rouge people just go super, super hard. They like.
Yeah, I noticed that. I never got an opportunity to get down there. Like I've always said, I got friends in the military that are down there.
Now you got family down there, so now you got to come
right.
down there.
You know, I got a partner that's in Crawley, Louisiana. And he told me that where he's from is Pimp C is actually originally from Crawley, Louisiana. He told me that Pimp C is originally from Louisiana.
His family is right.
I'm big into music, and you know, back in the, I love us. So I like different cultures of America. Like, you know, the East Coast, you know, I think if you don't leave the East Coast, you think that the world revolves around the East Coast. Like I had to understand that everybody didn't like Jay-Z. Everybody didn't like Biggie.
But DMR, are you from the East Coast?
Well, Delaware is on the East Coast, but yeah.
Let me tell you guys what gave Louisiana respect. Let me tell you what rapper that gave Louisiana respect. It was
P. No, listen.
No, it wasn't P.
On the East Coast, we respect. No.
Hold on.
We respect the hustle.
It was Juvenile that put. The East Coast started respecting the South.
Nah. Listen. I'm gonna tell you. We respect the hustle. We love the hustle. We love the hustle here.
But Juvenile put Louisiana on the map.
That high remix with Jay-Z definitely put everybody was like, okay, who is these Cash Money boys? Right. That was that high remix with Jay. That's when everybody on the East Coast was like, damn, who is this? Because Jay got on there and killed that remix. But we respect the hustle. Like P was selling tapes out of his trunk. Right. He was and then if you from Delaware, you know about cutting out the middleman. So we're gonna respect. We like, damn, this cat didn't cut out he's selling these out of his trunk. That was the thing we loved about P was just the entrepreneurship. You know, we respected P. We was like, yo, it's black on, and then Mystical come on there. He said 100% black on. We feeling that. We you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, okay. We talking about something that is resonating with me. And that's I
signed with Master P. I was the first baseball player.
The athlete because P had his hand in everything.
Yeah, I signed with Master P.
Yeah.
Me and Ricky Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if people know this. I don't know if you knew this, DMR, but me and Ricky Williams was the first two baseball players to sign with Master P.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ricky Williams gave his money back to the Phillies, and then he signed with the New Orleans Saints. But Ricky Williams was a baseball player.
Started that.
Right.
Listen, he was laying down the foundation for what Jay is doing now.
Right.
So Jay saw what P was trying to do, and I'm an East Coast guy, but you see Jay was watching P, and I think that what we do on the East Coast and what I've done, like even moving down here, I watch what everybody else is doing, and I'm like, okay, that's a mistake I don't want to make. All right, I don't want to make that mistake. I don't want to buy property here. I want to get property here. And I think that's what Jay just followed with P, and he saw P's mistakes. And it's about, you got to give respect to P. Like P was a hell of a businessman. And he was a family man. You don't hear nothing crazy about P out in the streets when he was married. So my hat's off to P. I may not listen. I'll put about it on right now and get hype. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because I had to like get out of my comfort zone of being from the East Coast and having bias. The world is so much bigger than where you're at. You know what I'm saying? I think that ties in about me moving to the Dominican.
I know Master P personally, and we played basketball together. He would play at LSU all the time, and let me tell you, one of the coolest dudes that I have ever met in my life. He's the worst rapper ever in the world. Silk.
I know you was gonna say Silk. Yeah.
We would play basketball at LSU all the time, and I was a part of No Limit, so I would go to their concerts all the time because I was a part of their. I was signed with No Limit, but Silk was cool. Mystical was cool. Magic, rest in peace. Rest in peace to Magic. Master P, he was really cool also. But the hardest person I dealt with was C Murder. C Murder would always give me a hard time. Always. And I mean, that's just all we would always beef. Every time I go in concert with him, every time I go on stage with him, he would give me a hard time. But he's doing life in prison, but I don't know. See, Murder just didn't like it. Just didn't. He just didn't vibe with me, and I always talk shit back to him, and so we always got into it or whatever. But C Murder was a thug. He was a thug.
Hey, listen, man. As men, we're not gonna always like each other. You know what I'm saying? It's about respecting, though. You know what I mean? Right. That's why you'll never see me arguing with women and children.
See, I dated the girl from the Bernie Mac show. I don't know if y'all know that, but
which one? His wife?
The mom.
No, we need to have a conversation offline about that.
So Khalida.
Listen, let's save that before you have a.
Yeah. We messed around a little bit, but so that was the only celebrity that I dealt with. But she would always give me a hard time. But Khalida, her name is Khalida Smith from the Bernie Mac show, the mom from the Bernie Mac show. But she's a sweetheart. I talked to her last week. She's doing good, and we're good friends. But yeah, but go ahead.
She needs to come to the
Hey John, can I ask Troy something? Hey Troy.
Go ahead.
What's up, bro?
What's the impact that Javonte Davis has on Baltimore? Because I know he's from Baltimore, right?
Mm-hmm.
What impact does he have? Because I know he's from the streets from West Baltimore, and I used to hang down Baltimore back in the day. Baltimore was rough, but it's the spot in Baltimore I used to pass through, but I ain't, chill over there. It's called Islamic Way. It's a street. by the school called Islamic Way. It was a lot of people out there.
Right.
I just wanted to ask you, Javonte Davis being from West Baltimore, have you seen any effects that he's had on the kids trying to follow his steps?
I haven't seen any personally, but I can only imagine that, you know, the kids are getting inspiration.
Right.
And they're probably getting into the gym, which is going to get them out of the street. So it's a positive, effect, I think, that he's having on the city. Now, you know, Javonte's had his troubles, you know, with the car accident and the public incidents of him, you know, snatching his baby mom up at the basketball game. So he's doing what any other 24-year-old millionaire from the inner city would do. What I would expect. Because if you gave me, no, Devontae's like 28, 29 now. If I'm a millionaire that young, I'm probably gonna make some poor decisions too. But he's getting his money legally. The best thing for Baltimore children to see him is him getting his money legally. Because they already see the other cats that are getting money illegally. And to see that you can get your money legally, whether it's being a trainer, whether it's just you know, you might not be, you know, but you see Javonte got his boys with him. I see he's always got these same two cats, these two young
Ford, Kenny Ford and Coach I forgot his name.
I love that he stayed. I love that he stayed with his coaches.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Right.
I love that. I think he's got a positive effect, just like you know, Bones has on the kids in Wilmington. I think the kids in Wilmington is like, yo, you know what? Bones made it out. Bones is balling. Let me just focus on playing ball and see if I can get out that way.
Hey, let me ask y'all this real quick, and this is going back to the Dominican route, man. Hey, DMR, how long have you been? Like, when did you find out about the channel?
Okay, I found out about your channel. You recall I was coming to DR. I was there last year, but right before I came, I seen you with the girl Jennifer and Brenda on your show.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna be with Jennifer tomorrow. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, I'm a video it, but go ahead.
Well, tell her I said hi, right? But look, right, I was actually I was on my way, so that's when I had sent you. I said, hey, what is her information? So that's the first time I seen your channel, but.
Okay.
I've been seeing your channel, you talking about DR like in your old videos. I'm like, okay. And then that's when I was trying to get in contact with you, but you was staying with the girl Brenda, and you was in this other area because I flew into I was in Pantini. Yeah, I was in Pantini.
Okay.
Yeah,
and I stayed there for a week. And I contacted Jennifer, but I had a driver, my tour guide. I was with him, but I wanted to get with Jennifer, but I got so tied up with him. But I wanted to talk to you about that, man, because I really want to sit down and break bread, if I can, with you next time. I'm trying to come there early next year, like probably in February.
Come through, brother. Whatever you need, I help you out with. No problem.
Yeah, I think. I watched. Like I said, even though I live here, I still look at YouTube to see like places to go. Like, but I don't go unless I have like normally somebody with me, because I don't think it's a good idea to go by yourself to visit different parts of the island. But I look at places like Barahona, like, you know, just weird, off the grid that a lot of tourists don't go. Because I do some photography and drone. I fly my drones a lot. Okay. So, you know, just coming up in the search engine, you know, coach's thing popped up. I'm like, oh, you know, snap, there's another brother out here living. Let me look at how he's experiencing, how, you know, what he's going. And I was like, okay, I just started following the channel. and it was interesting because a lot of the traffic for here, it goes to up north, like it's going to the Sosua area and the Port Plata area. So that's the stigma that's put on us, black men that travel here to the islands, that we're just going to go up there just for what up there has to offer. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the island has so much more to offer than just up there. And you know, and I always tell people, I said, when you meet women here on the island, if you're serious about any woman on the island and you tell her that you've been visiting up there, she's not going to take you serious. You know, she's going to be like, okay, I know what he is about or what he was about. So if all you know is up there and you have plans of getting a sustainable relationship or meeting some women that are going to take you serious, I would say you need to, one, you know, not frequent that area so much, and two, learn the language and just be open to the culture, because it's so many beautiful people on the island that are not just up in that area. And I think that, you know, I saw John's channel. I was like, okay, man, this is a brother in the city, because I always said I'm gonna get me an apartment in the city. So that's what also, he was close to Santo Domingo. I was like, yo, I've always been on the lookout for like an apartment in the city that's got a good view. I'm looking to invest in that area. I think that'd be an awesome idea. But Santo Domingo, it can be a little rough, but I think it's so much. I think I like, it's one of my favorite parts of the island. Is Santo Domingo.
It is, yeah.
Well, see, with me, y'all, I went last year. I didn't have no intention on going to Sensua. I said, I don't want that, man. I want to go to Santo Domingo because
I've never been to Sensua in my life.
Right. It's so it's if you don't. No, we all know what goes on up there, and I've been up there several times, and we'll continue to go up there. Because most of us, you know, most of the brothers, let's keep it real, that's where we all stay at. We go to. I got tons of friends that live in that area.
I got two friends. I got two friends right now.
You can't get them to come out here. I couldn't pay my friends to come to Punta Cana. They hate it. They hate it. But you know what? I'm not going to beg anybody to come to Punta Cana, because when you're the minority and there's not a lot of, you know, young black guys, you can kind of know where I'm going with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can kind of move around. It's like it's not a lot of us, it's not a lot of me's here in this area. So women that are interested in men like me, like, oh snap, well, it's not a lot of, you know, black guys that live in Punta Cana. All the black guys live in Puerto Plata. So, you know, I enjoy that. I'm not saying, hey, everybody run to Punta Cana. No, y'all can stay up there. I'll come visit. So I go, and it's nothing like being around a whole bunch of brothers on a positive vibe. That's what I love about Puerto Plata.
Yeah, right. Like you guys, like,
oh my God.
Let me say this: when I first started my channel, I started like getting rid of the riffraff and all the trash and people talking shit, and you can't. Yeah. Like Carl. I'm gonna see him in the next couple of days. But
you cannot deny the camaraderie among black men in that space. I love it. Right. But there's no aggressiveness.
But
everybody's
cool. But let me say this, Troy. Yeah. There's a lot of people that's about bullshit, and they just come over here and just about bullshit.
Yeah, that's you know, it's cool that it's great that they have that little space right there to do their bullshit. Mm-hmm. That's right. Cool. Because
I'm not talking about sleeping with women and having sex.
I'm talking about like, I know you're talking about like the throwing the money in the air and doing all that.
The stupid shit, and then recording ass and titties I'm talking.
That's
That's
cool
what
that
I'm talking about. I'm talking about
Yeah.
like if you do something and you want to get a woman and all of that stuff, that's all good. But don't talk about black women. Don't talk about
Right.
how
Yeah.
you played
Hold on.
how you played $25 for some
Where's
ass.
my camera at? Where's my camera at? Like, listen,
That's what I don't like. You know, like
black
if you
women, I still love
do your thing, just do it on by yourself.
Right.
And
I hate that their brothers get down here and then they start saying, you know, talking about the women in the Matrix. I'm like, bro, you just gonna cut your nose off to spite your face? You know what I'm saying? Like this, I still date. I'm still open to date. I will talk to black women in America.
I got somebody,
So it might be a sister in Switzerland. It might be a sister.
I know. I ain't mean to cut you off.
I'm not going to limit myself.
I got somebody for you. I got somebody for you when you come down here tomorrow. I got somebody for you.
Yeah, like, hey, listen,
man. Yo, let me tell y'all the thing about me now. Here's the thing about me. I'm not in no position to stay down there right now because I'm going, you know, through some stuff. You know, I got a job, but it's going to be a while. Plus, but here's the thing with me, man. It's like this. It's like, you know, I would love to find a nice girl down there and come stay, but I can't do it because of my situation.
Right.
Yeah. But I would tell you,
but yeah,
what you're thinking is right. Don't try to like carry on a relationship from the States with a woman.
No. But here's the thing, yo. But here's the thing with me. I come down there to ease my mind, man. I just want to come eat some good food, enjoy myself. Enjoy myself as far as the culture and the food. Like I was down there last year. I was in Boca Chica. I had a good time, man, at the beach.
I'll be there tomorrow. I'm gonna be there tomorrow. Yeah, go ahead.
Ate some good food, Haitian food down there, man. It was delicious. I mean, I had a ball, man. You know, hey John,
relaxing.
Go ahead.
Hey John, I don't know if Troy ate here. It's this place called El Conde, and I seen you eating there, John, before. It's on a strip mall on the corner.
In Boca Chica?
No, Santo Domingo.
Nah, bro.
Colonial. Colonial
Zone. Yeah. I've been there about 10 times. Yeah.
Yo, the food's there good too, though, man. The food is good.
Listen, it is hit and miss. I know Dominican gets a big knock on the food. Like people will say, "Hey, the food is terrible here," especially on the resorts. You have to know where to go, and that's why channels like John's. Oh my God, what's that beautiful Dominican woman? She's so nice. Noveris. Oh my God, Noveris is so nice and so informative. You gotta know those. See, channels like that are important because it's going to save you so much time of you searching around the cities, trying to find places to go. Right. You know, John knows how our palate is for Black people in America. So he knows what we're gonna like we're gonna be like, okay, this food is good. So if John goes somewhere, he's like, yo, this is good. Like my brother, this food was good there. Someone here that's in this, I'm going to get a good meal. You know what I'm saying? So you're just doing a service for them, and you're saving somebody in the States a whole lot of time because people only have 4 days, 5 days, 6 days when they're here. So when people that live here are telling you, hey, listen, you want to eat here. Like when people come to the Punta Cana, if you don't know where to go, you may not have a good time as far as eating food. Like, but I've taken the hits for everybody. Like I know where to go and where not to go. And my first thing is your place clean? You got to be clean. I don't care how good the food is.
That's right. Yep.
It's got to be clean.
Hey, Black Crypto say I'm coming to DR. Where can I get a beer?
Man,
what's that spot?
Presidente, baby. Presidente.
Listen, if you come to Punta Cana, whatever, just hit me. Let me know. I literally don't do anything but watch this construction project right now. But once this is done, like my schedule is always open. John will tell you,
Yeah.
we can get up and get a beer. It's not a problem.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
What's the spot?
hey.
What's the spot I met you at? What's the spot I met you at, Troy?
Oh, that was like the new that was like a new food park that they put in Frusa.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's like yeah.
Really cool. But
Yeah.
go ahead, go ahead, DMR.
When you go to Boca Chica tomorrow, go to the Frio Hot Hotel, Frio Hot.
Oh, I know where that's at.
Buy their beer, ask them for a Presidente, right? They got the coldest Presidentes I've had down there. Yo, it's cold, man. Yeah.
Hey, well, let me. You got my WhatsApp, right? Yeah, hit me.
Nah, no.
Okay, yeah.
I know where that spot's at, though. I know where that spot's at.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you.
I'm gonna be the first to say I'm not really a big fan of Boca Chica. However,
it has improved, Troy. It has improved a lot.
Listen. We always internally, everybody on the island beefs. People in Puerto Plata beef with the people in Punta Cana. Santo Domingo people beef with Santiago people. And we talk about the best part of the island. What I will say about this is that water in Boca Chica is so beautiful. It is amazing. I'm like, y'all don't deserve this beach because of the way y'all treat it. They trash the beach.
But Troy,
beautiful.
3 years ago, when I first came here, I went to Boca Chica.
It's beautiful.
It was trash. No, it was trash.
Yeah.
It was, but now the police and everything have really. They ain't no trash over there. It's clean. It's beautiful. Boca Chica is really improving. They building new hotels and everything over there in Boca Chica.
Yeah. I just don't like. It's just you've been here. So
right.
I'm spoiled. When I go to the beach, I'm spoiled. I mean, like, I can take you to a beach that you got to pay to get on, and it'll really blow your mind. You'll be like, damn, like it's really like clean. And
I'm gonna tell you the most beautiful DMR. I'm gonna tell you the most beautiful beach I've been to is in Pedernales. I've been to a lot of places in the DR, but it's called Pedernales, and it's very close to the Haitian border.
Pedernales.
Man, isn't that crazy how all the best beaches are close to the border?
It's amazing. Crazy. You can see the fish. You can see this fish swimming by your feet and everything, man. That's how clear it is.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got a beach out. We got a beach out. See, there's a lot of it's so many beaches that people don't even know. I'm not even going to tell you the name of this one beach because I feel like it's purposely left off a lot of lists because there's nothing there. There's no hagglers, there's no restaurants. It's just you gotta drive down this long road and then you gotta go down this dirt road and then it opens up to this beach out here. And when I tell you the water is so clear.
Where's that at?
It's going to, I'm gonna say this, it's going towards Michi's. If you know the southeast part of the island, it's between Macau and Michi's. And it's one of the best beaches I've ever been to. Like people come out there and they bring they'll bring like a cooler blanket. It's one of those type beaches. There's no vendors, out there. You might see somebody you might see somebody on a horse riding by. Right. It's untouched and it's
beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my God, man. Because there's not a lot of people there throwing trash. There's no industrial. It's amazing. This island is so beautiful, man. That's what sold me on moving here. And I guess this is a good about the island that we're talking about. It's just the natural beauty, man. It's so beautiful. Like, where I come from is flat. We don't have mountains. We don't see that growing up. Like I met people in Denver. And when I was in Denver, I was just so excited about getting up and just jogging up to the mountains and just chilling and just sitting there. And people that was from there, they were That's because I didn't grow up with mountains. It's flat where I live. So it amazes me. So the little things in life is what you'll find here in the Dominican Republic. Like the little things that we take for granted, you'll find like waterfalls. There's no water. Well, there are waterfalls in Delaware, but they don't look like the waterfalls out here.
Nah.
You know, they don't look like the waterfalls out here. So
if I can, everybody that's on the channel right now, if I can recommend this to you all, I'm gonna say this, and it's not dangerous, it's not scary or nothing like that. I have had the privilege of paying $10 and getting on the bus with all the Dominicans and going all around the country. I have been all around.
I'm on the bus. I've been on the bus, Caribe tours.
Right.
That's where you get to see the island.
Hey, DMR, hey brother, I'm telling you, next time you come,
get on the bus.
Get on a bus with the Dominicans.
Right.
I ain't just talking about a regular bus. I'm talking about with the Dominicans, and they take a trip for like 1 or 2 days, just like Troy is saying. Get on the bus, and man, you're gonna have a wonderful time. You're gonna have a wonderful time.
Immerse yourself into the culture, man. Like, because we can go up to and no disrespect to the brothers up Puerto Plata. I don't want any smoke. But I'm with the ish if you want to bring it. But the island is so much more than what we see online.
Troy is right. Don't be afraid to get on the bus with them. They ain't gonna bother you. You ain't finna get robbed. They have so many tour companies in the Dominican Republic. Just pay you $15 to $20, and then they're gonna take you. It don't matter where you go in the Dominican Republic. They're gonna take you to a cave. They're gonna take you to the river, and you're gonna have a wonderful time because you're gonna be kicking.
You might find a spot on the island where you're like, you know what, this is for me, because that's what it took for me. Like I was going to different parts of the island, and I was saying, well, what part of the island fits in for me? You know what I mean? Like what resonates with me? Right. And I chose this area here because I knew that this area here was family friendly. So I knew that a lot of my friends would be coming here anyway on vacation with their family. So I'm like, so like recently I had like 3 or 4 people at spring break. So a lot of people coming down with their family, with people from back home. And when you see people from back home, for me, to keep moving out here, like, okay, I'm good. I get to see my peoples. My mom can come down, my sister can come down, well, my brother can come down, my daughter can come down. And I don't have to worry about them seeing something that I don't want them to see, that I'm not comfortable with them seeing. Right. So when they come here, this is a nice environment. It has all the amenities of the States. Like we have a mall. It's safe here.
Whatever you want to do, right?
Whatever you want to do, you can do here. We got great beaches. It's resorts here. So you don't have to stay with me. You can really turn your trip up and get a resort with your wife and enjoy time with wife. What I like about me being here is I can give my friends the opportunity to only do 3 nights at the resort, but they've been here for all week. They can stay with me for a couple of days and then go do the resort for 3 days. And right. So that's why I chose this area, because I wasn't just thinking about me. I was thinking about the people that are around me, people in my family and my friends. I think a lot of times when we get out as Black people, when we make it out or whatever we call it, we don't think about everybody else. We start acting in a way that may not be proactive or may not be in the best interest for all of us. Right. So that's why you see these different travelers are having issues in Brazil, or they're having issues in Thailand, or whatever they're doing, is because they're thinking I'm just thinking about myself and how can I get some money? How can I get some views? I'm not thinking about the brother that's coming behind me or the other brothers that are traveling that I might be putting in a dangerous situation by my actions. We don't think as a unit. We think individually. We got to start thinking bigger than ourselves. How am I representing myself online? How is that affecting everybody else that looks like me? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I get upset about these other channels is they'll sell out for a couple of dollars to show the bad part of this island or what's going on, what's legal, but it may not be morally aligned with what we as a people need to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So we'll promote that just for some views and a couple of dollars, but because we're not thinking of ourselves as a unit. So when I'm out here representing myself, I got to think about one, myself, my parents, my daughter, my university, where I'm from, my school. It's not just me. I'm carrying a lot of people with me. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't be out here acting a fool on the internet and telling you, hey man, there's some girls here, or I'm not going to do that.
But everybody in the Dominican Republic and Brazil and what's that, China and Bangkok, they know you can get some ass for $20 or $30 or $40. Everybody know that. Everybody know that. Yeah. And they got the channels for that. And when you come here, if you want to get some ass for $20, $30, $40, that's fine. But just like you were saying, Troy, you can do the other stuff and enjoy yourself and bring your family and do all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Where I live at, for sure, you can bring your family here, you can bring your grandma here, and we're gonna have a good time. This is family.
I got guys that come here, and that's all they want to do is have sex. And of course, I never say they
listen, I'm not the penis police.
No, and I'm not
my man. Listen, anybody from my team call me up and say, "Yo, Troy, we're going to be in Puerto Plata. All right, I'm on the bus. I'm gonna meet y'all up there. I'm coming." You know what I'm saying? Because when my friends come in town, some of my friends that aren't married, that's what they want to do. They hate coming out here.
Some of them that are married, they do that. They do.
Nah, listen. That's another reason why I moved out here. 80% of my friends are married. 90% of my friends are married. So I knew. And me and when I say my friends, these are cats I was in college with, cats I was in the army with. We even went through the fire together. So I know I want to see my friends, but I know my friends' wives. And when you know married couples, they're normally, that's one person. When people get married, that's one person. So I knew if I lived up there, their wives would be like, hell no. You can't come up. You can't go visit. You can't go visit you.
But the thing is, you know how many, and I respect it. You know how many people I video and I hang out with, but they don't want me to show their face, and I respect that. But it's
you're supposed to be out here. Don't be out here.
Right. And the thing is, man, I just respect it, and I appreciate them. And I don't get in their business or whatever, but I know they just probably just getting out, and some of them might be married, some of them not married, but I don't. Go ahead, DMR. Go ahead, bro.
I want to ask Shaw a question.
Go ahead.
Why is it in the Matrix, right? If you're 51 years old, you have no children, right? It's a problem. Like, it seemed like at 51, people in the Matrix got this thing that, because I'm 51 or I'm like past 50, it's a death sentence, right? So what I'm trying to ask you is this. If you overseas, right? And I'm not saying the pay for play thing. Forget that. I'm not saying that.
Right.
I'm saying
you already know the you know the answer. You know the answer. You know the answer. If you are,
I want to answer on this though. No, y'all know better than me, Troy.
Let him ask the question, Troy.
I know where he's going. He knows.
No, y'all know better than me, Troy. Y'all know better than me. Y'all over there. Over there. I'm not.
I'm gonna tell you, no kids, 50 plus. You're up here. A woman hears that out here. You're up here. You have no children.
Troy, let him answer.
in the Matrix, it's like,
let him finish the question. Go ahead.
In the Matrix, somebody my age, it's like, I'm not old, right? For me, I don't feel 51. I feel like I'm about 38.
Right.
But I'm saying to y'all, since y'all there, Troy, I'm not over there, so I don't see it every day. What's the like? Is the attitude the same or what? Like what? Like is it a death sentence?
Let me tell you something.
Let me go first, Troy.
Go ahead.
So I have been out there my whole life playing with the Yankees, playing in movies, getting ass, the whole nine. Everybody, I'm 40. I'm 47 years old now, and I just decided to just settle down.
Okay.
So yeah, I can get ass and all day. They even got day before yesterday. A girl walked up to me, and I was with my girl. I was like, hold up, don't you see I'm with my girl, and you still trying to holler at me? And she trying to slip me the number and all that stuff. So I just know that on the respect, I feel more comfortable, and I don't want the drama. I just want the peace.
Right.
That's why I always say peace be still. I don't want the drama in my life. I don't want 4 or 5 women coming into my house and then the woman, she needs some money, so she knocking on my door and yelling at me like, John, I need that extra 2,000 pesos. My daughter got shot yesterday. She need to have surgery. I don't want that. So my point is, I don't want that drama. I just want to be with one woman. Yeah, I can be with 4 or 5 different women and kind of have it rotating and all that stuff. But I just choose not to have that. So it's up to the person. It's easy to do.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Troy.
All right. I'm gonna tell you from a single man that's not committed to anybody. When you talk about being 51, my neighbor, and I wish he was here and we could chop it up, but my neighbor's 70, my man from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
He gets more play than I do.
Really?
That's because the women here, they just like older men. Like we'll be walking down the street, and I've had this happen several times. I'm walking down the street, and I'm normally the youngest cat. The people that I hang out with are in their 60s.
Right.
In the 70s, because everybody's retirement age. So we walking down the street. I'll see a PYT that's like, man, I'll be like, I can see it coming. I'm like, damn. So I'm trying to get my shit together because I'm going to kick my shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
She will beeline straight to the older guy.
Straight. But is that
gray hair? Look, I don't have any gray hair. But I'm thinking about dyeing my joint gray.
That's the money thing, right?
I want to dye my joint gray because they like it's nature. They're looking for security. That older man represents security. Right. He can take care of me. He's going to provide for me.
Right.
It's the way it is. It's the way how life is. Life is, you know what I'm saying?
No, Troy, but let me say this. I'm gonna answer DMR question a little bit better.
No, I didn't finish it. Hold on.
Sorry, go ahead.
One second. So what you were saying, DMR, you was like, yo, I'm 51. I don't have no kids. So you know the answer to this. It's different in the States than it would be here. At 51 with no kids, and if you're here, a woman will be trying to get a hold of you so fast, give you a kid, be your wife, because she already knows you're not putting out any money nowhere else towards that other kid.
Right, true, right.
She's like, you are here, like my man Kevin Samuel said. rest in peace, Kevin said, you a high value man here.
Right.
You commodity here. No children, no wife, no other family, and you can pour.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of breaking
and
up.
You definitely winning out here. Yeah. You know, it's different in the States. Somebody might look at you in the States and be like, well, you're 51, you ain't got no kid. What's wrong with him?
Exactly. Hey, Troy, that's what they think. And I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm cool.
You cool. You know, yeah, you
Good.
cool.
No,
what's wrong with you?
Hey, Troy, hey, y'all, ain't nothing wrong with me. Shit, I ain't got 5 kids, and man, I don't got none of that. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Listen, you can't. My thing with the children was, I was married first, and then I had my daughter. So I don't have any children out of wedlock. And then when I got out the military, my wife, you know, she didn't understand the plan. She was like, I was like, listen, here's the plan I got. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to school. But she wasn't with it. She didn't have any faith with me, and she left. So that's my situation. I got one daughter. But my ex-wife is from Honduras. So that's why I speak Spanish. That's why I understood the Spanish culture. And that's why I was able to come here. And I didn't get excited when I met a woman and she cleaned the house and she cooked food, because I had already been exposed to that. That's a part of their culture. That's nothing. Right. That's nothing. That's nothing extra. That's a part of their culture as women. They're going to clean. They're going to be feminine. They're going to cook. So I don't get, like, a lot of brothers come here and they get that treatment. They're like, oh my God, I got one. I got one. No, bro, they're all like that. Even the most trifling woman out here is going to clean your house and cook your food. She could be trifling as hell in the streets, but she's going to get up and be a woman.
You're right.
And that's the problem in America. Our women are so proudful and they have so much pride, where a lot of them, they see doing basic feminine women things as being like a slave or being negative. And it's like you having a man and your man is living in your house and he don't cut your grass. Like, everybody's gonna be like, damn, why you ain't? And then you got to get out there and cut your grass because your man don't want to cut your grass, because you guys are on this 50-50 thing where I'm not a 50-50 guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what comes with providing. What comes with providing fully and taking care of your woman, you're gonna get that natural submission, man. And it's nothing. Yeah. It's nothing like it.
And that's what I love about Domingo. I'm 95.5%. So she's just taking care of the house and cleaning and doing all of that.
You're gonna fall in place. It's gonna fall right into place, man. Yeah. You provide a woman with security and watch how she treats you. Watch how she treats you.
So happy right now. She's in the back watching Netflix and watching TV and watching and like seeing some and
for me, she's at peace. I love what Coach has going on, man. But for me, I dated a Dominican woman. It was great. You know what I mean? She did everything, but I wasn't prepared to like take care of everything totally. You know what I'm saying? Because we bumped into each other randomly when I first got here, and I was like,
"Well, Troy, I'm really blessed because Soul, that's the baby girl. She graduates in 12 months. In 12 months, she graduated out of high school. So ain't nobody in the house. Ain't nobody in the house. My kids.
You can just enjoy your woman. And my thing is, I see what you're saying, Coach. You can enjoy your woman. I don't have the heart. See, what I'm gonna do is, for any woman that I'm dating, I'm gonna put you first.
Right.
But my caveat is this: can you put me first?
I like that.
Because you gotta be able to put me first before I pour into you. And if you got children, how am I as a man gonna ask you to put me in front of your children? Right. I don't have the heart to do that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't want to ask you to put me before your children. First, it should be God, then it should be yourself, then it should be me.
That's right.
And that's how it's going to work. So if you're not in a position to do for me what I'm going to be able to do for you, then I don't think that we should be in that type of relationship.
No, No, I absolutely agree with you, Troy.
Yeah,
but
you got to be able to put me first.
And everybody, a lot of people text me and ask me and say, "Hey, John, hey, Coach, how did you find the woman and how did you do this?" Man, it ain't easy. It ain't. No. It's not easy.
Not easy out here.
To find a woman.
That's what these videos that have you thinking. These videos that have you thinking you can just walk out here and find you a traditional. Listen,
you can find a woman. I can go find a beauty. I can find a Halle Berry or.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I can go find a Jennifer Lopez tomorrow. Or what's Kanye West's ex-girl name?
Kim Kardashian.
I can go find a Kim Kardashian tomorrow in the Dominican Republic. But is she gonna ride with you? Is she gonna love you? Is she gonna be with you? Is she? That's the problem.
Yeah. Not just the cooking and cleaning, bro, because that's what they do. That's culturally. And that's Asian women. It's just our women, for some reason, it happened. We can get on to what happened, but for some reason, our women just look down upon doing that. And some of our women, because like I said, I still date black women in America. Right. You got to be crazy to get on this damn internet, to get on YouTube and talk bad about black women. They the best. Are you crazy? They're the best.
No, I don't do that.
And they do it.
American
women, crazy? Black passport bros are crazy.
They be dating them women in the Philippines and they talk about black women.
They ain't got nothing on you, man. Black women in America, and I ain't here to just. My mother's black and my daughter is black, and my sister's black. But I'm gonna tell you, the baddest women on the planet are black American women. I'm talking about like y'all are tripping.
Yeah,
they know it.
Yeah, I'm gonna deal with the attitude. I'm gonna deal with the fake lashes. I'm gonna deal with all that because I know the core of a black woman. Mm-hmm. You ain't getting that nowhere else. No one else is going to understand you like a sister. You know what I'm saying? You don't even gotta.
And then look, man, they can just be.
It's telekinesis.
You just look at them in bed. And I've been with white women, Dominican. I've been with all of them. But when you in bed with a black woman, it ain't nothing like that.
She gets it. It's telekinesis. You can be out with a sister somewhere. Something can happen. Y'all can just look at each other and talk to each other and know what just happened. You know what I'm saying? You can't. We can go. You can travel to Asia. No disrespect to you brothers that want to travel to Asia. No disrespect to you brothers that want to come down, because these women here, they're so close to sisters though. Their attitude, the way they talk. My ex used to shake her head like this. I'd be like, damn, they are so close. Even more, I would say, than Puerto Ricans. I think Dominicans are so close to us. It's scary.
The best love making and fun time I had was I never hit a woman. I never hit a woman in my life, but we choking each other out or holding each other down.
You've been beefing all week. You've been beefing all week.
You ain't shit. Nigga, you ain't shit.
Yeah, y'all been beefing all week. You're like, both of y'all like, wait till we get in this bedroom. When we get in this bedroom, I got something for you.
But see, the whole thing,
sisters. You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing with me is like, as you say, I support the past. I know a lot of passport bros and all that, but I don't talk down on black women. I still deal with them, but here in the Matrix, I don't do dinner dates no more, and it's a reason why I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I got my certain ways that I do, and if she's with it, then she with it. If not, then keep it moving. I mean, but
I say this, DMR. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. But
yeah. Go ahead.
But I was a baseball player,
mm-hmm.
and I lived in. See, I went to school with Warwick Dunn. I don't know if you ever heard of Warwick Dunn from.
Come on, Coach be name dropping like we don't know who these people is.
Warwick Dunn, and so I'm my point is I was raised in like the ghetto area, but I was an all-star baseball player. So I would go to the white area on the weekends and go play baseball with the white folks.
Right.
So like select ball, select ball is expensive. You got to pay $1,000, $2,000. You got to pay $500 to get in these tournaments and all that stuff. But all the white coaches, they would pay for it because I was that good in baseball. I was really good. But I'm from a black area. But my being around the white folks all the time, my dream was to be with a white woman. My dream in the United States.
Really?
Right.
Man, my dream was like I would watch Dukes of Hazzard. I would watch Daisy Duke. I would watch.
Let me Coach.
Brady Bunch.
Coach.
The Brady Bunch.
Coach. What about the white women made you want? Did you look at it as like a form of success that you've been with a white woman?
I'll say this. So my mom and my sister. So my mom adopted 3 sisters from New Orleans, and they would always have rollers in their head, and of course, I ain't want to sleep with my sisters or nothing like that. But my mom would have rollers in her head, and I would see my mom as my mom. But every weekend, like I said, I would go to the white people house. So for the tournaments, for the baseball tournaments, and for the to play baseball. So I would go to Hammond, I would go to New Orleans, I would go different places like that. So I would get out of the ghetto, I would get out the projects, and I would go be with the white folks, because on Friday I would stay the night with the white folks, and then on Sunday they would drop me back off. I would see my teammates' sisters and cousins. They had the Daisy Dukes on, and they was looking pretty. They had the rollers in their head, and I was like, "Ooh."
Let me
say this. I just my dream is to marry a white woman. I was 12, 13, 14 years old. So being a black person, my dream was to marry a white woman. That was my dream. And after eventually I realized my mama, she's real dark skinned. My mom was like, if you marry a white woman, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Let me interject. Like I went to a predominantly white high school, and DMR would tell you Smyrna High School was predominantly white in the 90s. We had 12 black people graduate in my class. I had a mother that came out of the 60s, out of the civil rights movement, and I had a really pro-black mom. Like my mom afros, and my mother was very smart. And the relationship that I had with my mother, and my father was in the house growing up as well, but the relationship that I had with my mother, I've never thought that I would see myself. I wasn't really attracted to white women like that. And not to say, as I am older now, I'm open to dating anybody if you love me, I love you even more. I want to say that now. But my preferences and what I found attractive was black women. I got to be around I was raised by a beautiful black woman. And I would see my cousin, the area that I'm from in Maryland, it's an all black town. So it was crazy. I came from an all black town, small town in Maryland, but I moved to an all white town in Delaware. So my roots growing up was just seeing different black women that were just beautiful to me. And you talked about the rollers in their hair. I remember my mom would take me to the salon because I don't like to be around dudes. I like to be around women. So if you telling me you taking me around women, let's go. So I don't want to go to the salon. I'm like, that's where the women at. Let me take me. So when I went to the salon, I can still smell the hair. That's the hair. Yeah, I can smell that. And that those things make me attracted to black women. Like smelling their hair, hearing how black women talk, like just the way that black women walk, like hearing heels, it excites me. My blood gets going when I hear heels. My blood gets going, like, you know. So I grew up around a lot of like beautiful black women. Then I went to a black college, and when you go to an HBCU, you get to see black women from all over the diaspora.
Right. Yeah, now, I lived up the street from Southern University in Baton Rouge. Yeah. So I went to, I used to go to Southern all the time.
So like for me, yeah. And it's like you get taught at a young age. I was taught to love myself and like, you know, who I was like early. I'm talking about like a lot of this black consciousness stuff you see on YouTube now. I was getting fed that when I was like 8 or 9 because one of my relatives was a former Black Panther. So I'm getting fed like rest in peace to my man Larry Marvel, but he was just putting a lot of being black, what being black was about in my head early. So I'm reading stuff that I shouldn't have probably been reading at 9 or 10. So I'm going to school with a lot of I'm going to this white school with a lot of black consciousness, you know, in my head. So it never was like, I never really coveted white women. Like I never really, you know, they were fine. But my mother came from an era where Emmett Till, when she was a little girl, Emmett Till was killed. So she always would say, she would always, and they broadcasted that on, he had an open casket on national TV.
Right.
His mother wanted everybody to see what they did to him. And that instilled so much fear in her that when she had a black son, she always was like, I don't want you dating white women because I don't want that to happen. I don't want someone to say that you raped them. Don't put yourself in positions where some white girl can say that you raped her and then a mob turns on you. Like she was scared for her son. And plus the one, and I'm gonna say this before I get off, and white women, white women, I'm gonna look in the camera and say, I don't want you to think that you can't get it. You can get it. But I'm gonna say this. My mother said to me one time when I was asking her, like, why you don't want me dating white women? Because I couldn't go, I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to homecoming because there was no black girls to go to homecoming to prom. And I couldn't go. My mother said, because she grew up in the 50s and the 60s. And I asked her one time, because we have great conversation. I said, Mom, why don't you want me dating a white girl? She said, because by you dating a white woman, that's making me feel like I'm not good enough.
Right.
And I saw the pain in her face when she said that and the hurt. And I was like, I couldn't do that to her because it's gonna make it seem like I'm saying, you know what, you're not good enough. Now I went off and I married a woman from Honduras, but you know, the melanin, they're just as black as we are. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, that was why I never really got into white women.
I mean, my story is very similar to yours. My mom said, I was 14 years old. I said, Mama, I want to marry a white woman because I used to watch Young and the Restless and with my mom and all that stuff. I said, Mom, and I said, in Dallas and all that stuff. I said, Mary, I want to marry a white woman and have a white picket fence and everything. She told me this. She said, man, my mom from Mississippi. She dark skinned. She about your color.
Yeah.
So she said this. She said, if you can get with a white woman before you get drafted, I'll let you marry a white woman. So I said, okay, that's a bet. So we shook on it. We shook on it. Man, don't you know I lost that bet? I tried to date a white woman in high school. I tried to date a white woman in college. I went to Dallas Baptist University. I went to all white college. We probably had 1% black. I lost the bet, man, and then I got drafted. I got drafted by the Yankees, and I had so many white women, like, and beautiful white women trying to get with me and everything. And my mom said,
"Nah, you made the bet. You gotta honor your bet."
I lost. Yeah, I had to honor my bet, and she said, I better not see your black ass with a white woman.
Let me tell you.
And I said, all right, Mama, you lost.
Let me cut you off.
I lost the bet.
When we talking about like white women right now, like internationally, like I was in Germany for a time, but I was married at the time, and I was married, and I had my mother on my shoulder the whole time I was over there. But them German women, like if you ever been to the Midwest, and Midwest white women are like the down south sisters. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're built different in Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska. You be like, that's a white girl. Like East Coast white girls are one way, but you can see the Midwest white women have you rethinking some things. So Germany is like that. Germany is like a whole bunch of really built white women. So you like, this isn't your average white woman over here you dealing with, and they love brothers over there. Oh my God! And Europe. Listen,
Troy, let me tell you that I had a thick white woman. DMR, I had a thick white woman. My mom came to New York. Oneonta. I don't know if you ever heard of Oneonta, New York, or in Catskill, New York, where Mike Tyson's from.
Yeah, I know the Catskills at.
So I had a baseball game there. My mom flew down and she came and saw me a couple games. And I had a white woman with me. And my mom said, I thought I told you you lost the bet. I thought you said you wasn't gonna date no white woman.
Right.
I said, and I had to squeeze it. I said, I'm just having sex with her. I ain't dating her.
Listen, I had that type of.
But my mama said, she said, you better not marry her ass. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, nah, like I think black women from like the 60s and they grew up in the 50s and 60s, they're not with it. Because my mother would tell me so many stories about how white people were throwing rocks at her as a child. She went through segregation. I think she's entitled to be bitter. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't have to turn over a new leaf because of the way the world has changed. She went through a lot, and I never really remember America apologizing for what she went through as a child.
Hey, real quick, let me cut you off. Lizzie, you just shoot me a text. I got two people that does tours in the Dominican Republic for $15 and $20.
Oh man, that's
oh yeah. And they'll take you on a tour for the whole day. I think 2 days might be $40 or $50, but shoot me a text on WhatsApp 214-985-6792, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, you said, can you guys recommend tour guides? It's a lot of tour guides, and it's dirt cheap in the Dominican Republic, but you're gonna be hanging out with nothing but Dominicans, and some of the buses have air conditions, some of them don't have air conditions. But
just
I promise you,
bring your rum. Bring some rum. You'll be all right.
Some rum, and you're gonna have a good time. So just hit me up on WhatsApp if you want. They do tours every other day in the Dominican Republic, and I have contacts to the tours. But go ahead, DMR. You was about to say something, brother. My bad.
Hey, John, when you say that about them tours, like, are they like, how about your spot that you're supposed to stay at? I mean, is that included?
Sometimes it's an overnight tour, and it's included. So the overnight tour is usually about $80, $70 or $80.
Okay.
Because that includes the bus, food. They feed you and everything. So you're looking at about, let's say $80 to $100 for a 2-night stay, but $40 for a round trip. So you get on the bus and then you come back the same day. That's about $30 or $40. But for to stay overnight, you're looking at about $80 to $100, and you're gonna have a wonderful time. I've done both of them before.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
So whenever before you get here, just let me know, and then I'll put you in. But you're gonna be with all Dominicans. Y'all gonna have a wonderful time, and they're gonna be playing music on the bus, and they're gonna be drinking. The damn bus driver gonna be drinking. He gonna be driving crazy. But
I ain't trying no accident now, John.
no.
I trying no accident.
No, I mean, I've been on about 35, 40 tours, and I ain't never been in no accident. But I mean, some of the bus drivers drink, some of them don't. But I mean, they pretty safe. But you know how they go in and out of the
Man,
traffic.
and look, that Santo Domingo was notorious for the traffic. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It was crazy.
It's off the chain. But the bus drivers, they be moving, man. But it's fun. You're gonna be listening to music. And most of them have TV screens and all of that stuff. So
I'm coming to see John tomorrow, man. And I've been debating about driving. I think I'm just gonna get on the bus, man, because the traffic is just crazy, man. Like I don't want to stress myself out, man, driving through the city, man. It's crazy.
Like I go to I've been to Pel del Nales 3 times because it's one of the most beautiful beaches in the Dominican Republic. And I always take a bus, but it's so fun. It's about a 4-hour trip, but when you get to Pel del Nales, it's amazing. But it's so much better, like Troy said, to take the bus instead of driving.
Oh man.
And pay extra $40 or $50, and then they take care of you you can drink, you can, they stop and you can go pee, you go to the bathroom, they stop and get something to eat, go ahead.
I got something else to ask you about your tats. Did you ever get tattoos over there?
Never. I've never had a tattoo here, only in Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
One guy has done all my tattoos, and that's in Dallas, Texas.
Okay, because I'm thinking about I got like 1, 2, 3, 4.
I got somebody. I got somebody that'll do the tats though. But I'm getting one more tattoo. I'm getting a cross. On my back, and I got a guy in the Dominican Republic that's gonna do it for me.
So let me ask you this, because I'm thinking about getting one, but I wanted to find out over there, right?
I got a guy. He's real good.
How much would he charge if I give me a tat up here?
Man, probably $35, $40.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. Nothing. And as long as it's nothing big like mine or like something like this or something like that, it's good. You probably at the most you're gonna probably pay $60 at the most.
So he actually sterilizes everything and all that in this, right?
Everything. I watched him. Actually, he's Melvin's first cousin, and he's in where is he at? San Juan. He's in San Juan, Dominican Republic, and I can take you to him, and he'll give you a tattoo with no problem, and everything is sterilized, just like in the United States. They use new needles, and they take them out the package and all of that stuff. Right. Yeah.
Well, look, John, I really, man, because like I said, I got a guy, I got a tour guide and driver down there. But what I'm saying is, man, I want to really get with you, man, because for one, I want to sit down and talk to you, but I know that you got your girl over there, so I don't want to infringe on your time, man. And
I don't work. I'm disabled. And 9 times out of 10, if you like tomorrow, we hooking up with a couple of fellas, and then I'm hooking up with Troy. But my girl gonna be with me. So if when you come down here, 9 times out of 10, my girl gonna be with me. But so I ain't I don't do the foolishness, and I know you don't either. But I don't do the foolishness like hoeing around and having sex with a whole bunch of women and
No,
all
no.
that stuff. I don't do that. So all you got to do is just hit me up, and then we'll have lunch, and if you want to go to San Juan, if you want to take one of the trips with us to wherever, for $30 or $40 or $50, we can go on one of the trips together.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay,
that's
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Because I really want to, for one, I want to get to sit down and talk to you. For two, I was thinking about getting me a tat, man, and I wanted to see it over there, because, yeah.
Shout out to the dude
Okay.
from Prairie View, PV, man. I played some baseball at Prairie View, but no, man, it's just all you got to do is hit me up, and I'm gonna give you my WhatsApp so you can just, if you want to write it down, it's everybody have my WhatsApp. They text me 225-409-8806. But just hit me on WhatsApp. I don't answer. I'm not gonna answer my regular phone number because they charge me 10 cents a minute. But you hit me up on text me on WhatsApp, and then we'll get together.
Hey John, it's 225-409-8806. Hold on, 409-80.
Yeah, I'm gonna start over. 225-409-8806.
8806. Okay. All right.
Yeah, and just hit me up, and then we'll go from there or whatever, man. But man, we've been on for about 4 hours, man. I enjoyed it. I gotta take my medication. But Troy, man, I appreciate it. Rico was fun being on, and man, everybody. Yeah, y'all got any final comments before I close out?
Well, yeah, I got a final comment. I just want to thank you, Troy. Nice meeting you, brother. I'm looking forward to coming down there, seeing both of y'all, meeting y'all, good brothers. That's all I gotta say. Just thank you very much, John. And I always watch your channel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna watch your video that you did. What?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah.
I always view your channel, Troy. I seen you on John's. I think that you was on his video about your Airbnbs, right? Yeah. So I had seen you. I said, okay, and there's some thorough spots he got over there.
Yeah, in Punta Cana, man. So yeah,
You got some nice places, man. So look, y'all. John, thank you very much, brother. Brother Troy, it was nice meeting you.
I appreciate your support, brother, and thank you so much for being a part of the channel. And whatever you need, I don't charge $300, $400, $500 for consultation.
Yo,
I just like helping black, white people out, all people that want to be a part of the channel, man. So
if any, I'm gonna leave people with. If anybody has any questions for me, listen. Like I said,
how much you charge, Troy? How much you charge?
That's the thing. I was a professional. I used to do consultation professionally for veterans that want to file for their benefits. But I'm licensed and everything, so that's a whole.
You say you light skin. You say
I'm licensed.
Oh, I thought you said you light skin. My bad.
I'm licensed, but no. If I think that knowledge should be free and passed. If you're out here calling me your brother, I think that the knowledge should be free. I'm not the type of person to hide the plug. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the person that want to get over the fence and not throw a rope back over. That's the thing. What I love about coming from a HBCU, we try to throw that rope back over the fence.
What's your name? What you go by, DMR? What's your name? What's your first name?
Derek.
Troy. Don't believe Troy. Whatever Troy charged just like $300 to stay up in his house, man.
Nah.
Well, hold on. Is that what, a day or what?
Yeah, a day, man. Yeah, and then he was like, and then We had to pay for the toilet tissue and everything, man.
Well, oh man, oh Troy, man, it's like that.
Nah,
Hey, listen, you're in Punta Cana. It's a different animal.
Oh man,
Here.
I'm just playing, man. He ain't charged us nothing, man.
Like you in Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying?
I tried to give him some money. He wouldn't even want to take it, man. No, I'm just playing. He ain't like
Nah, man.
brother. Y'all, hey man, y'all.
You're not leaving the big footprint.
all right, brother.
Go ahead. What you about to say?
All right, John. Thanks, brother.
Hey, y'all, take care. Make sure you hit me up. All right, brother.
Okay, all right, I will.
All right, brother.
All right, man.
Hey, man. I enjoyed it, man. I so enjoyed it.
You caught me straight out. You caught me straight out of bed, man. So you know.
You did good, man. Man,
look, I wanted to put the laptop out back by the pool and be real cool. You know what I'm saying? But you caught me fresh out the bed. I forgot all about it, man. Rico did tell me 6 o'clock, and I was just getting up.
You can come on anytime you want to, brother. What I was about to say, your internet went in and out a lot today.
Did it? Man, you know I'm upstairs. So
okay, yeah.
The thing is
maybe because mine in different locations it worked better, you know.
We're probably going to have to do it downstairs in the kitchen.
It wasn't like super bad, but like a lot of times you broke up and we couldn't hear you and you had to repeat yourself. But it was it was all
that's
good.
me being upstairs. That's all that is.
Yeah, man. But man, hey, man, you're gonna be there. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Hey, everybody. Tomorrow I'm gonna video the ladies giving me the Airbnb for free. It has a swimming pool, Troy, and then my friend he's letting us. He's getting a boat for us to go out in Boca Chica, and we're gonna ride around in Boca Chica and drink a little bit and drink some Patron and some Presidentes and stuff and have a good time, man. So what time you gonna come in tomorrow? So
tomorrow, well, I gotta make sure that I let everybody in to work tomorrow here. So I'm thinking
2, 3.
Yeah, in the afternoon I'll probably slide in town.
Right.
And come over there.
Because you know we get on the bus at on the boat at 6 o'clock that evening.
Okay, so I'll definitely be there before then.
Okay, cool, man. So hey, if anybody wants to shoot me a Cash App or PayPal, y'all do that, and hopefully in the next 20 days I'll be back monetized again. But I'm not even fooling with that damn monetization. They didn't got real strict on that monetization, man. I don't know what the hell going on with that.
Oh man.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just part of being a YouTuber and knowing you know what you can and can't do, you know.
The growing pains.
It is. So it's all good, but I still got of course I still got the money for the orphanage. You gonna come to the orphanage with us in Boca Chica next month?
I can. I don't have anything on my schedule besides just the construction, man. So
visit and just to visit with the kids and spend time with the kids. That's all.
Yeah, and are we doing? I think we're doing the basketball here, right? I think it's
yeah. They shoot a lot of basketball, but Jennifer gonna be there also. Jennifer gonna be there tomorrow too. So you got to help me out with Jennifer because Jennifer.
Oh man, that's hey, listen, I'm gonna do like I always do, act like I don't speak Spanish.
Well, you know, Jennifer speaks English, but she gonna be talking. Jennifer gonna be talking shit to you.
Listen, and she can talk as much shit as she like. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Jennifer tomorrow. I'm gonna piss her off. Or I'm gonna video it. I'm gonna video for everybody. I'm gonna tell Jennifer. I'm like, the Dominican Republic ain't shit. It's sorry. The United.
Don't do that while I'm there. I don't want no smoke.
No. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And I'm gonna tell her how like I already know she's gonna come back and say like what you over here for then, motherfucker? What you live here for? Yeah, I know she's gonna say some crazy shit.
Yeah, like I hate hearing people having that conversation about the island and you're here. It's like,
right. I just need you to record it for me so I can show everybody on.
I got you.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say something crazy like the United States is the best place in the world. The Dominican Republic ain't shit, and I just want you to record it for me. You gonna record it for me?
Absolutely, I got you. I got you.
All right, brother. Hey, man, you take care, brother. Everybody, thank y'all so much for being a part of the channel. God bless. May peace be still. And I'm going to see you tomorrow. Make sure you shoot me a text, okay? I'll call
Okay,
you.
bro. All right.
All right, brother. Take care.
All right.
Hey, guys. Thank y'all so much for being a part of the channel. Yeah, tomorrow I will be in Boca Chica with Jennifer, Troy, Dominga, Soul, Lizzie, Chris. I think Jordan is gonna be there also. So that's gonna be my first day. I'll definitely be doing a live. I mean, I'll be doing a video, not a live, but I'll be doing a video on the Airbnb because I signed a contract with the lady, and I have to do 9 of her Airbnb. So if you know anybody in the Dominican Republic that would love to do for me to rate and me and Dominga stay in their Airbnb, y'all reach out to me and let me know. It looks like it's something that's going to be happening often because after we do these 9 Airbnbs at no charge, she's not charging us $1. I want to say the first Airbnb is like $220 a night. I don't know. I think she said $220 a night. But it's beautiful. It's right off the beach. It has a swimming pool, 2 bedrooms, 3 baths, and Dominga and I and all the family will be staying there. So we're gonna video that tomorrow, and then probably every week or every week after that, we'll be staying at the Airbnb, and I'll be kind of rating it. So I'm excited about that. This is my first deal from with YouTube, like making connections. Shout out to D for helping me out and getting me that connection. But I'll be advertising Airbnbs on my channel starting tomorrow. So if you guys ever come to Boca Chica, I have a contact for Punta Cana and Boca Chica. So y'all know Punta Cana and Boca Chica. If you ever need somewhere to stay in Boca Chica, Punta Cana, Troy is gonna be renting his place out. And then in Boca Chica, I have the owner of. She has 9 places in Boca Chica. She'll definitely be renting out. So just make sure you say that you heard about the places from the Dominican route. They'll take care of you. And I deal with nothing but good people. So I'm excited about being in Boca Chica tomorrow. And so we'll be on the boat tomorrow. I'll be showing the Airbnb tomorrow. I'm gonna try to show it tomorrow night. So y'all just stay tuned. Probably it might be late. It might be 9, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna post the video. It might be the next day. I'm not sure. Just depending on how I'm feeling. Depends on how my back and my neck is doing. But tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I'm gonna post a video about Boca Chica and about the Airbnb. And if you want to stay there, I'm gonna put the link in there. And yeah, if you guys got any questions before I go, let's see. DMP, Troy got the Delaware laugh. Yeah, he does. Troy is super cool. Y'all have any questions or answers before I go? I'm gonna stay on for another 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get off, y'all. Y'all got anything? Great live as usual. Quan, as always, baby. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being a part of the channel and your support. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button before y'all go. Let's see who else I got. Jesselyn, enjoy the time with Dominga and friends. Yes, we're gonna have a good time on tomorrow. I'm gonna make sure I video it. Jennifer, Black Crypto. Jennifer will be on tomorrow. She's gonna be helping Dominga cook. I think her daughter's coming tomorrow also. So we'll see. Yeah. So I'm gonna make sure Black Crypto. I'm gonna make sure I keep the shit going with with Jennifer. I'm just gonna say some crazy shit like the United States is the best country in the world, and the Dominican Republic ain't shit. I'll think of something. I'll think of something. I'll think of something just to piss her off and get her to talking. So anyway, I really don't mean that, but I want to video Jennifer talking shit. So I'm gonna get under her skin some type of way. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate it. I'm excited about the Airbnb contract that I signed. Nine Airbnbs. So I'm excited about that. Yes, Jordan. I think Jordan will be with us tomorrow. So you guys will see him and his mom and the three girls and Dominga and Jennifer and her daughter and me and a couple other people. I think Valerie's uncle's supposed to be coming also. Carl, brother, make sure you hit me up. Hit me up tomorrow, man, because I want to talk to you about a couple things. Looking forward to seeing the video tomorrow, John. Yes, the live was great tonight. Yeah. Of course, Rico, he's on his wife don't play. He got to get off at a certain time. So Rico is always good. Troy is always good. DMR, thank you so much for being on, brother. I really appreciate you coming on the live. So remember, in 20 more days, I will be off of. I'll be out of YouTube jail. I don't have any super chats or anything like that. So I'm good. But thank y'all so much. I got 2 donations. Rico and somebody else sent me a donation to Cash App, and I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not hard up for money or struggling or nothing like that, but I appreciate the Cash App and the PayPal. Yeah, I don't have Super Chat no more because I am in YouTube jail right now. So I've never been locked up, but this is my first time I've been locked up in jail. So I'm on YouTube jail. Buena Vista, thank you so much, brother. Thank you for all your support. And guys, thank y'all so much. God bless. May peace be still. I'll see y'all. Y'all gonna see the video tomorrow night or the day after. It depends on if I can put the video together tomorrow night, but I'm gonna try my best. I want to make sure it's real good because the lady that owns the properties, I want to make sure I do it right for her. So it might be late tomorrow night or the day after because I want to make sure I put the video together right. So anyway, God bless. May peace be still. Don't forget to hit that like button and tell people about the channel. Subscribe. God bless. May peace be still. I'll see y'all tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I will be in Boca Chica tomorrow. I love the Dominican Republic. I love the United States too, but I love the Dominican Republic. God bless.